I am here. I have might fucked up the VTuber model. Give me a second. You guys do not know about what's going on right now, and I have fixed it. Okay, fantastic. I just have to like position myself slightly and predict where I will be. 3, 2, 1. I almost got it. See, I'm almost on the chair. I barely missed. Come on, come on. What's up, everybody? Greetings to everyone in the order, to all the squires, to all the knights. How are we doing? Nice to see you guys here on this Thursday. I actually fucked up. I was supposed to put up the stream yesterday, and I didn't. So, yeah, I cocked it up a little bit. But, oh well, it is what it is. Listen, give me an excuse. I'm trying to get like another 3 videos ready before I go away for my honeymoon. Because I'm getting married next fucking week. Like, goddamn. It's come by so fast. You were just sitting on the arm of the chair. I do that. IRL, I actually do that all the time. You know, I don't know if it's weird. But let me just say thank you to Malibu for following. And becoming a knight, sorry, not a knight of the order, a squire of the order first. He must first train, you know. What's up, Haruka? Yeah, not doing bad, not doing bad. Excited to play with Connor and do some, you know, 10-star monsters. We're just going to do some grinding. Hopefully we do some GOG, because I definitely need some GOG materials. You know, so I'm probably going to exploit him for that. But yeah, doing good, man. Doing real good. And how is everyone doing? How has everybody been up to? The order of the scuff. It ain't, listen, if I don't raise the stakes a little bit, you know, what's the point? I actually went ahead and made my first ever mini guide. I did like a tips and tricks video on the quest Proof of a Hero, because a lot of people told me that they were struggling. And I'm like, dude, that quest is demonic, so I absolutely understand. You can get god materials from any hunt. That's true. That's true, but I can't, yeah, you can do them from any one of the 10 stars, I believe. So that's cool, but I also low-key really want to get myself some Gogmazios hunts in to see if I can abuse the new sword and shield and see how well that does in that hunt. But yeah, man, you guys excited for the remaining 10 stars, 10-star Zoshia and 10-star Gog? Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm so happy that Zoshia is getting a 10-star, and I'm really hoping that, you know, we'll see some new moves, maybe, but I'm not laying my heart too much on it. Actually, Connor just messaged me. The dude's having lunch, so, he's like, oh, just wait a little bit. And bro, just eat on the call, it's fine. I eat in front of you guys all the time. You know? It's absolutely chilling. Absolutely chilling. And yeah, you guys are not ready for this next. Oh, hold on, he's calling me. Give me a sec. Do I have the right mic? Hold on, let me make sure of that first. Of course I didn't. Hello, mate.
Hello.
How you doing, bro? Been a
I'm
while.
good, man. I'm on like good long while. Yeah, it's been a couple months.
It's been a while, dude. I don't know. I mean, I've been a busy bitch. Sorry, let me just quickly say thank you to LV Steen, or Stein, depending on how you want to read it, for follow. Welcome to the order. I appreciate you, my guy. Anyone who doesn't know who this guy is, you're fucking lying. Connor and I have been in each other's channels so many times now. Come on, man.
Yeah, let me move over because I'm just running like opening title thing on my stream, so I'll just have it up and going right now. There we go. I don't know how. I wasn't actually watching anything. I just have mine up on my phone, so I don't know if you were live at this point already.
Yeah, I'm already live.
Okay.
But I want to say as well, chat needs to know what you're eating, because I told them that you were having food, so...
So, I like to pride myself. This isn't my best batch, but I got like, I do like homemade, just like chicken wings at this point, so just like raw meat right in the air fryer and whatnot. And I've got like just like a dry rub recipe that I just keep playing around with and experimenting with. This isn't my best one. I think I over-salted these a tiny bit, and I'll usually do like a little bit of, like just like a crop dusting of brown sugar. This one I tried, excuse me, I have like I dug up like a maple like smokehouse, like you kind of put it like on a burger if you want to give a burger a little bit of sweetness on it. I did that instead of the brown sugar, and like it's there, but it doesn't come through as good. It's honestly kind of weak. So if you're interested, well, I'm kind of getting through this. So the recipe I got going right now, what is it? I do salt and pepper, very easy, like black pepper. Then I do onion powder, garlic powder. I do a little bit of oregano. I got some thyme on there. I do red chili pepper for like a little bit of spicy on it. And then usually the go-to for like a little bit of sweet for sweet and spicy is like a crop dusting of like a light brown sugar on it. I tried something different. It's not as good. Probably healthier, though, to be perfectly fair.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, just a fat fucking plate of wings with a homemade dry rub.
I see. No, please keep going, because I just put a chef's hat on you, so you gotta keep talking.
All right, let's see. So that's the chicken. I don't know. It's like in the air fryer. I do like a whole packet at this point. Sometimes half and half if I want to have like a side with it. Like if I can, if I really want to do a side, like I want to get a little fancy with it, I might do like half a pack and then like half of a baked potato and save the other half of that for like another day. Just like a regular ass baked potato, just cut that in half, a little bit of butter and salt. That's a great side for these. But it's usually like whole pack of chicken wings, air fryer, like 22 minutes or something like that. Come out great. The best, honestly, is like if I can get it's like just kind of golden up a little bit. So then what usually happens is, especially like the greener herbs on it, like the oregano and the thyme and whatnot, it usually kind of like crusts over a little bit. The brown sugar does that too, which is why you got to be careful with the brown sugar, because if it like clumps up a whole bunch, then you got like these like matted chunks of like burned brown sugar. So you got to be like kind of light and spread it out a little bit. So what you do with that, so you do that, it all kind of just like, when it golds over, it just kind of like crusts, right? So then you have like this light little crust on the chicken, which is just like the green herbs and especially like a little bit of the sugar in there. The salt just kind of like sits under that. The pepper blends in. The onion and the garlic also just kind of like sits in there. And like honestly, like cooking the red chili pepper flakes really just brings a ton of the flavor out of it. Makes it nice and potent. You really don't have to go that hard. And it just gets like a nice, good chunk of kick with only just a little bit. I mean, like, I'm finishing the last one right now.
He is still talking about the flavor. Yes, I put a chef hat on him for a reason.
Oh, dude. This isn't even the only thing I'm good at cooking. Dude, I love cooking.
I love cooking, too. I'm not the best at it, but like my friends love coming to my place. Weirdly enough, they love when I cook rice. Don't really know exactly why, because I don't do anything too special with it. But like in our household, Abby's like more of the cleaning person, and I'm more of the cooking person. And obviously, you know, the other average man jobs like take out the trash and kill the spiders and all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, for anyone who just joined, Connor was just explaining his mastercraft of chicken wings.
Yeah.
Which is pretty insightful.
My plate's, yeah, alright, so that's done. So I'm just gonna have a fucking plate of chicken bones next to me the entire time, so that's fun.
It's very Muslim-coded of you.
Oh, yeah, no, I mean... Yeah, no, dude, that's not even the best. I gotta tell ya. I am getting super fucking good. I need to work on it a little bit more, because mostly I've just had, like a canned sauce, and I want to make a homemade one. And I haven't had, like, dough. I've been using, like, tortillas, because it's just way less fucking bread. But, dude, I am getting wicked fucking good at making flatbread pizzas. Like, dude, scary good.
I want that. I love a flatbread pizza, dude. I'm fucking jealous. God damn. Like... my brain's kind of gone out the window, by the way. And if you will allow me, Connor, I need you to be my therapist for a second here.
Yeah.
So I know I've been saying this to death, not bragging, but I am getting married next week, and it's been a challenging process, even with like my soon-to-be wife being an absolute legend of a teammate. Like, we don't argue, we're adults, we settle things as we do, and we haven't really ran into any problems with each other for, like, many, many years. So we've been working it out just fine, especially because like she's been handling a lot more of the organizational side of things because that's who she is. But
yeah, sure.
she's like my private event organizer. It's great. She's my manager, my babysitter. She's great. She's fantastic. But long story short,
tie your shoes, wipe your butt.
we've been ties my shoes, wipe my ass, all that kind of shit. What's up, Duplex? I see you in the chat, baby. That's the pizzas I've been summoned. He's Italian, by the way. I don't know if you can tell, but
I think I knew that.
Long story short, the person that we've been dealing with to organize the venue has been an absolute fucking moron. And can I just say real quick, Haruka, thank you very much for the memby over on YouTube and becoming a Knight of the Order. You're fucking legend. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Serve us well. But yeah, this person has been a fucking baboon with a stick trying to sort shit out. And I was way more, like, I'm really tolerant. Like, I've had customer service, you know, jobs before. I don't like being mean to anyone in customer service, even when shit goes terribly wrong. Like, I remember one time Spotify billed me for almost £200 out of nowhere, and I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, my subscription is $6. So I remember talking to them about it. I don't lose my cool with this kind of stuff. I think it says a lot about someone's character if they, like, snap at someone at customer service for something that goes wrong. So I'm not like that. But this, I can agree with that 100%, but this person has royally pissed me off. Like, I cannot tell. She's fucked up 4 times in a row with the most basic things ever. So, for example, I said this in the stream once before. This woman wouldn't reply to us, randomly fucked off for 2 weeks, didn't reply. No, like, we left voicemails, we emailed, we called, nothing. We sent someone to the venue because we're getting married in, like, a fortified manor. They call it a castle. It's not really a castle. It's not that fancy. But it's very on brand for me, I know. And, and, like, there's a duchess that lives there. There's, like, a private quarters area. And obviously we're not getting access to that. It's a private quarters. But it's, like, a different wing. And so when we sent someone there, she obviously lives there, and they were like, dude, they're not replying to the people that are getting married here in, like, in a little bit. And she's like, oh, fuck. Okay, hold on. I'll get them to call. They called us 5 minutes after, and they were like, oh, I've been sick, you know, for the last 2 weeks, so I just haven't done any work. And I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? It took your boss to chase you down, right? And it got worse. It got worse because the recent one that this person fucked up, one of the biggest parts about wedding planning is catering. Making sure that food is on the table for people. And I ain't gonna lie, I wanna eat. I'm gonna be there all day, and the food's gonna be delicious. I get really hangry. So, there we are, sorting shit out with our cake people, different from the caterers, right?
Yeah.
And what's up to everyone coming in chat? I'm just using Connor as my therapist real quick. And, this woman, like, we're getting married on the 6th. Okay? And we have always said that it's a wedding, you know, it's not a religious wedding, it's a civil wedding, I guess you can call it. But it's a full ceremony, and then we have the party after. It's a full event. This has been the assortment since day one. What's up, Devil Player? How you doing, man? But like, this woman then tells the cake people, because they were talking to each other, because she's like, oh, I'll talk to them directly so that you don't have to deal with it. We're like, thank the fucking Lord, so that someone else is trying to help us out. In comes our fucking event organizer, right, for the venue, saying, no, the wedding's on the 7th. If it wasn't for the cake people talking to us, talking to our caterer, and talking to the event, and then being like, yo, they told us that it's on the 7th, dog. Like, are you sure it's on the 6th? I lost my fucking shit, and so did Abby. We were like, how incompetent do you have to be? And you want to know what the worst part is? We're the first wedding this whole year for this venue. They haven't had anyone else before. So they're not scramming to organize shit. But Connor, this woman is making me, like, aggressive. She's making me angry, bro. Like, boiling blood angry. Anyway, that was my frustration put out.
Alright, I'll take over. I'm calling in the UK. I'll save your wedding.
Honestly, thank you. Like, I'm sorry. How fucking hard is it to be like, when is the wedding? The 6th. Okay, great. Thank you. What time? What time are we allowed to come in? Dude. Like, dude, her job is so fucking brain dead levels of easy, and the amount that this person has fucked it up is insane. Like, the questions that people were asking is, what time are people allowed to come in? I don't know. Okay, well, you are the person that is owning the venue, so you need to tell us. Like, this is not the Duchess that lives there, by the way, so it's someone else. But yeah, so it's like the questions that our cake people ask is like, oh, when is the wedding and what time can we come in to set everything up? Because they want to do it for us, right? They're that lovely. And she's like, oh, I don't know, the 7th. I'm like, dog, are you fucking kidding me? Like, how incompetent do you have to be? Like, you have to try to fuck it up at this point. But yeah, that happened this week, and I was going to catch a case. I got very, very upset. And
Rightfully
Abby
so.
and I were just rightfully screaming, like, at the phone almost.
Oh,
It's
God.
a, like, what is that quote from Treasure Planet? It's a level of ineptitude that borders on the imbecilic. That's my favorite, you know, Disney quote right there. But yeah, you don't understand. She's sick, so your wedding has to wait. You're right, Duplex. My fucking bad. You're so right, twin. It's my bad. Anyway, that's done. Gaming. Are we gaming?
Yeah, give me 5 seconds because I have to actually fucking wash hands after eating. 1 sec.
Go wash your hands, you dirty, dirty boy. I would have licked his hands if he just asked me. Anyway, guys, !ID. Hop on peak. Hop on, guys. Hop on. Actually, I need to grab that image of Duplex. What? I see Duplex in this. I forgot I put his little chef hat on him. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna bring the chef hat over. Can't not have the chef hat in there. Okay, so we're gonna bring him close to me. He's gonna be real close, real snuggled up. And then I need the chef hat. I can't not have the chef hat.
All right.
Did you wash your hands with soap?
Yeah, maybe. What's it to you?
I was gonna taste the after flavor. I was gonna lick your hands clean is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, well, sorry, the soap beat you to it.
Every time.
I bet you wish you were that soap.
I really do. Is it like a bar of soap? Do you rub it all over yourself? Don't fucking laugh. I'm asking you a serious question.
No, it's like the hair. It's just like the liquid soap.
Also,
I mean,
you
you can
wraps all over every inch of your butt. This is getting real gay real quick, and I love it.
Wow, what did you expect? You been here before or what?
Yeah, baby. I gave you a little chef hat on my stream, and I'm thinking I'm gonna keep the chef hat because it's just too precious.
Hey man, I'll talk about what I want to cook, about what I like to cook for like the bulk of the stream, if you want me to. Dude, I love cooking. It's awesome.
Oh, Lil Dweeby, if you want a Discord link, there should be one in the description of the stream. I don't have a command for the Discord. I don't know why. I should set it up. I'm so fucking lazy.
I think something we definitely need to talk about is the goings on from last week, because I very much want to hear. Yeah, I'll start off with my end of things. 'Cause that's
of
where
what
it started.
happened? Yes.
I'll start off with my end to explain to your chat if they're not on the up and up, but I definitely want to hear everything from your end, because all I got is a couple of DMs from you. But all right, so most of my audience will know this. I'm streaming at a different time than normal, so it might not be my entire regular. It's not all my regulars, and there's probably a couple of new people in here. But to put it, I just want to make sure I have the right fucking set on right now. To go over what happened. So it was just a nice, regular, perfectly innocent wild stream. You know, over in the grand old United States of America. At a time where I thought our friend Mr. Ark Knight was sound asleep in bed. And like,
Little did he know. Please proceed. Please proceed.
And we were just doing a normal stream with my buddy Nate and I on, right? And like, we had like a good chunk of people. We had a good audience on that for that stream. I'm like, hey, if you're just popping in, because we just had like a surge of people come in. I'm like, go ahead. If you like what we're doing here, you hit like on the stream, which you can do right now to both of our streams, by the way. Boom. And I was like, if you like what you see, you hit like and subscribe and all that shit. And my buddy Nate goes, yeah. And if you don't like what we're doing here, then make sure to go to the Ark Knight VTuber channel and dislike his most recent video. We're like, yeah, dude, vote with your wallet. Let Ark know. Let Ark know that you don't like what CR Volcanic is doing, right? Like, let him know. So then it evolved into us going, wait a minute. wait a minute. Okay, chat, what we're going to need you to do is go over to Arknight's most recent recent video on his channel. And
Which was the Stories 3 preview, by the way, in case you guys want to look this up.
Oh, dude, it's not going to take you long to find, brother. Some of those comments got a lot of likes on them.
Quick. Also, someone's cosplaying me on the lobby. That's kind of cool. Sorry, go on.
We told him, is like, what we need you to do, if you don't like what we're doing here over on CR Volcanic, you know, you don't appreciate what we're doing a bad job, you need to go over to Arknight VTuber, and you need to tell him in the comment section of his latest video how disappointed you are in CR Volcanic. So, we go on a couple of hunts for AT Arkveld. I think this is the night AT Arkveld comes out, right? And then I pop back in after a couple of attempts, and there's 3 comments on the video, and I'm laughing my ass off. And I was reading them off live, like, this is so fucking funny. So then once 3 of them did it, and then I started laughing, the rest of the fucking autists in the live chat are like, I'm gonna do this now. So then the comment section on that video just got fucking pummeled.
Inundated.
And then so we were like, between every hunt, we were refreshing the tab, and like, has he said anything? Has he said anything? And then on one thing that I think, like, one of our guys, Noxious, said, there was a response from Ark is like, what the fuck is going on, bro? And then at like 9:30 in the morning in my time, like a whole like 2 hours after I would have figured Ark went to bed, I get a message on Discord. It goes, okay, I'll bite. What the fuck is going on?
with a confused cat gif as well.
Yeah.
So if you don't know exactly what happened, as you know, Carter just laid out the whole thing. From my perspective, here's what happened. I knew that Connor was live, but what he didn't, and I usually would be asleep, but what he didn't know was that I was, long story short, crunching, because I'm like doing all these videos so that they could be ready for when I go on holiday. There's, you know, something still up. Now, I'm chilling, you know, minding my goddamn business. Oh, by the way, which quest are we gonna do first?
Hey, you want to just do AT Arkveld first?
Yeah, we can do that. Hold on, let me just sort out my build then. As I'm sorting it out, I'll tell you guys, right? So I'm just doing my thing. I'm just sat there like, you know, all right, cool. Doing my video, working on my thing, minding my business. You know, I had like a couple of streams from friends, including Connor's, on the side. But they were muted because I was editing. So I was like, I can't do with 2 different audios at the same time. But I'm just sat there like, okay, we're chilling. Everyone's having a good time. And before I get a comment, but like, Connor will know this. Sometimes when you get a comment, it won't be like the newest one, right? YouTube sometimes doesn't get you the newest comment notifications. At least on my phone, it doesn't. So I get one comment. And this particular comment was like really aggressive towards, you know, Connor. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, so I see this, and it was this one comment, and he was like, I can't believe that you would go ahead and get yourself mixed up with Connor. It just shows how, like, he's a terrible... But I'm paraphrasing here, right? Because it was a very nasty comment, and I'm just sat there like, what the fuck? He can't talk like that about my boy. So I banned the guy. Because, like, listen, if I get a random comment slagging off one of my friends or any other creators that, like, I enjoy, or just even if it's someone that I disagree with, if they go past a certain limit, I'm like, dude, no. And I didn't know what was going on, so I'm just like, this nasty comment about Connor just drops in. I was like, no, that's my boy. You can't talk about him. You know, you can't talk to him like that. So I banned the guy. Fast forward about, what, half an hour. I'm done with editing. I checked my phone, and I had over 27 YouTube notifications. And I'm like, what the fuck just happened? Because, like, usually, here's the thing. If you get a lot of YouTube notifications in a row, and WS, thank you very much, Takakuna, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome to the order. So I checked the comments, because, like, when you get a lot of notifications in a row, it means that there's something going on in one of those videos. Like, people are commenting very, very fast. And I checked the video, and it's, like, a lot of these comments. Connor, like, let's read out a couple of them, okay? Because you can check them out. It's on my Stories 3 preview video. If you set comments to newest, this is all the things that you're going to, this is everything you're going to see, right? So let me read them out, because this shit was hilarious. So let's see. Comments, sort by newest. Let's see. I'm so hot. No, no. I used to like CR Volcanic, but he sucks now. I only watch Arknight. And then what else? CR Volcanic picked me up and slammed me back and forth like the Hulk did to Loki when I asked for his autograph. I miss CR Volcanic's newest stream, and he sued me and blocked me on every social media. I'm glad Ark is a much kinder person and better content creator. So obviously a couple of these start taking the piss way more. And I'm like, okay, I think I get what's going on, and it's a bit. And then Connor drops the golden goose, howdy doody, to which I reply with, I hate you. Because I'm sat there like, all of these comments just kept dropping, and at some point I'm like, this is a bit, but what's actually causing the bit? And so I replied to one of these comments like, what the fuck is going on? And then I went to Connor, and he's like, don't you worry, it's all gonna be on my second channel, like, tomorrow. But it was so confusing. I unbanned the guy, by the way.
That's
like, that was one of my first thoughts, is like, I banned someone because of Connor's fucking joke. So I went back, I unbanned him. But I was like, and the worst, here's where the, no, this is the cherry on top of the cake, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So, what's up, Rebastion? How you doing, man? But, here's the cherry on top of the whole cake. So, on top of all of this, I've been talking to Jono about a project that you guys will see on my channel when I'm away. Spoiler, it's a video.
Just do the video.
So I am, it's like, you know, I've been talking to him about this stuff, and he's been paying close attention. In fact, he sent me a message. He's like, oh, when we were talking about stories, I brought up your channel to someone in the team, and you got new fans. And so, like, people that work at Capcom apparently like my content, which is mind-boggling. It's a huge ego boost. But anyway, he's like, oh, by the way, is everything okay between you and CR Volcanic? And I'm just like, there's no fucking way. There's no fucking way. The Jono, who I consider a friend, you know, the community manager for Europe is like, is everything okay? I saw the comments, like, it looks like a joke, but is everything all right? And I sent him the link of your second video's channel, and I'm just like, this explains everything. So yeah, this bit was hilarious. I'm really hoping to see something like this happen again.
Yeah, I told my chat the other night when we were streaming, basically, like, I'm willing to do this again, but it has to be a couple of months. Like, the difference between this being really funny and really annoying is, like, one single comment salvo. So, like, I like doing silly shit like this, but it needs time. Because I would feel legitimately bad if I was, like, wounding your, like, video retention and, like, bothering your audience.
If anything, it was a boost. Like, I'm not even joking. There must be like 50 comments around this shit. I'm not even trolling. There's so many. But yeah, it was real funny. It was real fucking funny, dude. I had a great time reading those.
You sent me that text message yesterday morning that, like, fucking Jono had heard about this. I'm like, there ain't no fucking way. First, I didn't even know he knew who I was.
When I saw that, I was like, dude, oh no. Yeah, there you go. Now everybody knows what's going on. I got an insane build for Arkveld, by the way.
Oh, yeah? I might have to, the quest got snagged up.
Can't wait to make an essay on the delusional downfall of CR Volcanic.
That was one thing, because, like, the overflow clip that I posted, I hope that I gave someone legitimate whiplash, because I ripped off, like, almost one-for-one the exact format of, like, one of those, like, daily YouTube drama individuals.
Yeah.
I just ripped his format completely. I'm like, this looks so fucking funny.
It was insanely hilarious. I'm posting a quest up, by the way. Oh, actually, hold on. Let me do something before I do.
Come back anytime.
What have you added on MonHun?
Ooh, that's a good question, actually.
I don't think I do. That's... Hold on.
We might not be...
That's insane. How many times have we played this fucking game together? Well, hold on.
Honestly, I think it might have only been... We streamed the demo together. We streamed
but we did another
reaction.
2 plays together. We played twice at least on stream before.
We did a trailer reaction together. We played after Laggy and Seregios dropped. I think it was like 2 weeks after TU dropped. I think we played together.
Yep. I can't believe that people are like Capcom like my content, brother. Your waifu tier list are top tier opinions. So true. Thank you. Thank you. Happy faces, you're absolutely right. I could never be wrong when it comes to Monster Hunter waifus. I'm sorry. It's just one of those things, okay? Still need 1 million Arkvel tickets. I think I don't have his full armor set. Yeah, I think I need a couple of bits here and there. Are you in the link party?
I'm accepting it now.
Because then when I post a quest, you get a notification.
Yeah.
Right. Let me.
Honestly, I keep forgetting that. I keep forgetting this mechanic exists. I should do this more with like the guys I'm streaming with because
it's super good, dude.
All the time.
It's super good because people get one right now. There you go. I put up the quest. You have a build for me? Swirl earrings, Udra Y. Everything else with gore, it slaps. Oh, everything else with gore, Gogma, Ardian. I don't know, man. I really like my build. I think I'm good on builds for a little bit. I think my next step is going to be getting different elemental SNSs because I'm back to SNS now. I saw the buffs and all the different changes that they did to it, so I think the weapon is still... I'm not going to lie. The thing that... And I'll probably make a video of this at some point. I hate the sword and shield sheathing. I really do. I always have. I always think it makes no fucking sense. Like this sheathing...
Like the horizontal one?
Yeah, the horizontal on your ass kind of sheath animation. It is the most impractical way to store a sword. Potentially ever. This would literally hit your hands as you walk.
Yeah. It would look kind of fly. It's funny because you have the sword on your hip too.
Yeah, like you could have a sword on your hip or on your back. You do one or the other. You know? Like you don't need to have it on the back exactly because sheathing on the back is not exactly the most, you know, insanely biblically accurate sword. Oh, my game froze. Oh, there you go.
Oh. Okay.
Well, that was weird. I have never had that happen. It's because I'm a Connor.
Huh. Yeah, probably.
Let's go, boys.
You've attracted that fucking eldritch demon that lives in my computer.
You got one too? Oh my god,
okay.
twinsies. What's up, Pat? How you doing, brother? Happy Thursday to you as well, Dan.
Thank you for the 2 dark steel. 2 bones for 2 bros. Thank you, buddy.
2 bones for 2 bros.
Yeah, no, I think I legitimately might have manifested an actual
an actual eldritch god in your computer.
I'm on. Okay, this is some old school CR volcanic lore. Honestly, back to like when I started playing Frontier. If anybody knows Frontier monsters,
I believe it because I'm stuck on Frontier setting up the goddamn controls. That's how demonic that game actually is. Holy fucking shit, man.
Honestly, that might be the hardest part of Frontier, is setting up the fucking controls.
Real talk? Not even joking. It is so complicated. But, like, it's not, but then it doesn't work. And it doesn't give you errors, so you don't really know what happens.
Yeah, the button formatting is fucking weird. But, effectively... for any of y'all who don't really know your Frontier monsters, the first original Elder Dragon that game introduced is called Ruko Diora. Very cool monster. And its whole big major gimmick is, like, magnetism. It's probably I think it's probably the first monster in the series that really ever deals with magnetism whatsoever. And, dude, before I got these Ethernet, like, wall plugs that I have right now, Frontier is probably the most unstable, wackadoodle, 50 different instances of it crashing and having... I'm telling you, dude, we had, like, a different form of crash almost every single stream. That and, like, just...
getting into that after when I come back from my honeymoon and stuff, that's gonna be, like, my next Monster Hunter game that I'm gonna check out. Well, after Stories 3 as well, you know.
Oh, yeah. Well, fortunately, I assume you have Ethernet, so you're probably...
Oh, yeah,
Once I had wired connection, the game behaved itself perfectly well. But without wired connection,
I understand, though. Like, it's running on private servers. It's very shitty, don't get me wrong, but I get it, you know? I kind of understand why. It runs on private servers. It's all good. By the way, y'all want to get... I say political, but it's not political at all. Do you guys want to get a little political for a sec? You seen the Stop Killing Games press conference happen?
Yeah,
recently.
I didn't watch it, but I know they managed to like get to Brussels and actually talk to people.
Yeah, one of my mods sent me the 1 hour like interview, VOD, conference, whatever you want to call it. And it's funny because they have like lawyers in there and stuff, and these lawyers are basically like, dude, there's literally no reason as to why companies shouldn't do this. Because they're like, oh, but you know, if people do this, then the company becomes liable. Like, say, if you guys don't know what's going on, like Stop Killing Games is a EU focused initiative. I think. I don't think it's US based, really.
Yes. At least the channel they're going through is through the EU. Yeah.
It's through the EU. Because it started in the UK Parliament, I remember. But anyway, like, the politics of it really don't matter in the sense of, like, oh, left, right. You guys know that I'm not for any of that shit. I'm not a politics kind of guy at all. But the reason as to why the politics kind of this do matter is because they want to turn this into a law. Which basically says game developers cannot release a game and then make sure that it is completely unplayable after. AKA, what happened to Anthem, right? Or, for example, the reason as to why this is coming to mind, Frontier. Because you have, you know, a game that was available for 12 years, I think, and then when it closes down, boo-hoo, no one can play it unless people do, you know, a private server and host it through the community. The problem is, when you host it through the community, depending on the company that made the game, they can get real fucking nasty. And they can go as far as suing people, you know, making sure that the game stays dead and all that kind of stuff. And some people would say, like, oh, it's because they become liable. So if you make a service and someone, like, copies the service, and, like, let's say they have to control the chat, they have to control, you know, what's going on content-wise, mods-wise, it's like, no, they don't. Because, lawfully speaking, if you provide a product or a service, and then you officially terminate the service, and the community finds a way to keep the service going, you are no longer affiliated with said service. Which is a big fuck you to anyone who says, you know, oh, but companies still need to look after it. It's the Redditor picture of leave the multi-billion-dollar company alone kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
I just don't get why people would be against it. It's like, oh, what's that? Making sure that games moving forward have at least the ability for the community to support them without them getting sued? No, that's a bad thing. I don't want that. Oh, could have indirectly revived Evolve. Yeah, there you go. Evolve, another game that got shafted.
I take Evolve back. I liked Evolve.
I like Evolve. I really like Evolve.
You keep getting me the same fucking way, goddamn. Not on my show.
Bop, bop. Is the audio alright, by the way, guys? I feel like the game might be a little too loud on my end, or maybe that I've made Connor a little too quiet. I'm gonna make you louder.
To be fair, it's a very loud game. I've had to, like, crank the volume down on it a couple of times.
Yeah, no, same, bro. King in Yellow, what's up? How you doing? Hello there. It's like, some people do have the whole mentality of like, oh, it doesn't matter, right? Because it hasn't affected me, but then it's all fun in games until it affects you.
Oh, so. Yeah. No, I mean, like, if there's good precedent for just, like, consumer rights laws, I'm not gonna... That's fine with me.
I want more rights, man.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid.
Yeah, no, honestly, the way I see it is, like, that's great for games, and it's just good precedent for, like, consumer stuff in general. So, like, I ain't gonna complain.
I think it's just like, you know, people always have to find one reason or another to complain. But, like, I see this and I'm like, bro, be for real. Be so for real. You're just hating because you're miserable. I can tell you play League of Legends. Like, not even trolling. Favorite song? Ooh. I don't really know. I'm not a really... I listen to so many different musical genres that I'm not 100% sure. But if I were to point out a song that always speaks to me, anyone here who's played Halo, Blow Me Away, anyone remember that? Or like so many of the OG Linkin Park themes, you know, Linkin Park the game.
The Linkin Park theme, yeah.
The Linkin Park theme, yeah.
From the Transformers movie. Dude, one of my favorite videos I saw in recent years was it was literally called "Testing to See if the new Linkin Park music is good." Like I think it's when they got that female singer semi recently.
Oh yeah.
So they took one of like the whatever the single came out or whatever the fuck, I don't know. I don't listen to Linkin Park. But they put it over that exact same scene from the first Transformers movie that had Linkin Park in it.
Rathis, thank you very much for the dono, dog. I appreciate it, dog. Careful playing with Connor Arc. Ruko might start attacking you too. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, we kind of got cut off in the middle of that story with the stop killing games thing, but like that was kind of the impetus of it. Is that you have like this magnet dragon, again magnets fuck with computers and all that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah,
and, like,
yeah.
So yeah, no, I just had this like cripplingly unstable experience with the game for a very long time. And that became like the joke amongst like my community and my chat. Is like every time it
installed itself
on
your
it's
computer.
Like, dude, someone made this awesome fan art for me of like a chibi Ruko Diora eating my internet router. It's so fucking cute. I'll have to. It's somewhere in my computer. I'd have to go dig it up to find it.
Dude, honestly, like one of the best things I've told people multiple times, but like the two best feelings for me being a content creator is number one, someone saying, "Oh, I've been checking out this game or this build because of your video." Like sharing what you like with someone and then them saying, "No, I actually tried it and I love it. Thank you so much." Best feeling, right? Other best feeling, having these insanely talented artists just randomly make fan art of you. Having fan art thrown at me is always like, dude, it always puts such a stupidly big smile on my face.
Oh, I can imagine, yeah.
Oh.
Recognize I was running. Not that one. I want that one.
Oh, there we go.
So yeah, so that was an overarching joke for us for a very long time. Is like the more unstable the game got, that's Ruko Diora, dude. He's eating the cables and whatnot. Blah 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 blah. That was usually it for a little while, and then there was like one or two streams where things got like really fucking weird, specifically around him. One of the best. I think they were both around fighting his Zenith form. One of them, and this was post me getting LAN cables in my room and everything, so typically the game works perfectly fine and all that, right? And there was one time we were doing like, probably just like the Z1, maybe like one of like the lower rungs of Zenith Ruko Diora. And like the quest end, first of all, I disconnect from the quest, so like the back like 5% of his health bar I have to do myself, and his wings are already broken, so like no big deal, whatever. Then from there, like I finish off the rest of his health bar solo, and then on like the thing for like the quest to to go back to the main hub, my whole game black screens.
Okay.
Like, yeah, so like the quest complete music just keeps going and going and going, but I never go back to I let it sit for like 5 minutes, and it just never went back to Mesoporta at all. It just sat there, just looping the music over and over again. I was sitting in the
Sword Art Online treatment stuck in the game IRL.
So like I was talking with a couple of buddies because they were in the fucking Discord call with me while I'm playing, because I usually have some friends with me while I stream. And we were talking to that, like I got like a creepypasta version of Frontier, and that like I was gonna have a Ruko Diora with realistic bleeding eyes show up out of the darkness and make like distorted noises. So I actually for the thumbnail of that clip, I took his official render, and I took the wing membranes off of him, darkened him up a little bit, and then like colored his eyes red and made these little blood trails going down it. And my buddy Zevers and I were talking about like,
Diora, creepy pasta, dude.
Yeah, dude. So like my buddy Zevers and I were talking about how I bought my copy of Frontier from a yard sale where like a mom was selling like video games for her child that died or some shit like that.
Oh my god, no. That's the kind of autism that makes you creative.
Oh yeah. There was another one after that Oh, this was there was like YouTube went down in like a couple of locations on a day where I was streaming. Like it wasn't like worldwide. Like I could still stream perfectly fine, but like the site went down in a couple of places. So we're like, haha, Ruko Diora is attacking YouTube, blah 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 blah. Like let's go fight the Zenith one, guys. So we fought. By the way, max level. Yeah, dude, that's what I named it. That's the name of that video on my clip. But
Oh no, dog, not like that.
I think that's literally what it called. So I have it set up like that, and oh god, so we're like, haha, we're gonna fight Ruko. We gotta save YouTube, everybody. So we start fighting him. His max level version is a fucking bitch, by the way. It's like, oh my, Zenith Dragon Element. Zenith Dragon Element's a fucking trip and a half and all that shit, and like he's just so proficient at killing you, so fucking proficient at killing you. And while we were doing that, we were starting to get this little like trickle effect of like other just really weird shit happening. Like someone we were playing with, like their game like had like this massive error list like occur, and we got like this. There'll be a glitch every once in a while in that game where like your camera will desync from you in the hub and whatnot, and it'll like go outside of the map, and you can move the camera outside of the map while it's decoupled from your character. And just like these little things started happening over and over and over again throughout the entire stream. So we started out, we were like, haha, like Ruko Diora is attacking YouTube, and then it just we got like more tech issues and more tech issues, and we were gradually going like, ha, ha ha. It's getting. This isn't. I don't think this is funny anymore.
Until Ruko Diora spawns into your room as your sleep paralysis demon at 3 a.m. And by the way, J-Cam, thank you very much for the follow, dude. I love your stuff, bro. One of the best hammer players I've ever seen. If you guys don't know J-Cam, just totally check him out on YouTube. He's a great guy.
Hello.
From what I've seen, anyway. So, if he gets canceled, just let... No, I'm kidding. I'm fucking joking. I don't know, man. I'm just trolling.
Ark's covering his... After what happened between you and I, you're covering your bases with other YouTubers really fucking quick.
I'm having Connor here now, but when he gets canceled next month, because it is scheduled, by the way, you know. I thought that was me. Ooh. I back hopped like a god there, I'm not gonna lie. Common misconception to stop killing games is not saying we have to keep games alive or provide way to keep the asking for some transparency for an end of life plan. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good way to put it, Dirt Guy, honestly. It's just not. But the thing is, right, that transparency will lead to a loss in sales, which essentially will lead to people dropping the whole time to fucking harass anyone that doesn't, you know, that tries to mod the game after it's down. Because if you, like, who the hell is gonna buy a game when they're told something like, oh, you can buy our video game, but in about 5 years, when the game is done and we don't want to develop it any further and we don't want to support it anymore because it's expensive, yeah, nobody can mod it, nobody can, you know, the community cannot bring it back, and if they do, they're gonna get sued. It's like, no, no, can't do that. Boyfriend plays League of Legends too, but he only plays it to get people back. Listen, I've said my stance on League of Legends multiple times. Here's the thing. With people, you can make any video game fun, right? With your friends, anything can be fun. I don't care if people play League and they're enjoying themselves. That's fine, right? What I don't get... Oh, shit, did we both post a quest at the same time?
I think we both did, yeah.
Shit. Stay on yours. I'll leave mine.
Okay.
But what I don't get is the League of Legends community, because it is literally the worst gaming community of all time, and people cannot convince me otherwise.
I've heard.
Oh, I think it's full.
I got. Hang on, let me. Because I only have 3 right now. Let me redo it.
Hold on a sec. Let me check.
See you again, Hunter.
See if we can redo it.
Me.
But yeah. But yeah, it's like, listen, people can play whatever they want and enjoy themselves. But let's not lie, League of Legends is a very weird, toxic community. I've played that game for a long time. I know what League of Legends players are like. Why can't I accept it? Hold on. Quest members. Oh, hold on. Am I pressing the wrong?
Maybe.
No, there you go. Got it. It says joining. Give it a sec. There we go.
Okay, cool. Check my DM. That's what you got.
Yes, it is indeed. Told you a few stories of guys in there. Yeah, someone's got to talk some sense into them. Yep. Thing is, like, bro, listen, I've played the games that people claim to have the worst communities. League of Legends, Counter-Strike, since, like, Source. I've played all these different games, including, like, yeah, there you go. Duplex in the chat just popped up. My brother in Christ, we play For Honor. We have no right to talk. Duplex, For Honor is the perfect game to piss someone off. Like, if someone is going off in chat, like, here's the thing, right? If you are playing For Honor at the end of the day, if you're good enough, you will still be able to win. And I think what people don't understand is League of Legends, your teammate has ways to fuck you over to the point where it doesn't matter how good you are, you will lose, and there is nothing you can do or say about it. It's just what it is, like, real talk. So even in Counter-Strike, people can shoot you, but then it get banned after a while, but still that will cause you to lose the game. So yeah, all these things happen, but like I don't know how to put it. The League of Legends community seems like they go into a game because they want to lose. They want to be miserable. They want to argue. Like, League of Legends players should be playing Ace Attorney. They shouldn't be playing League of Legends. Hit Masters and bounce. Yeah, like, I hit Diamond a few times, and I was like, never again. I can't do it. And it's crazy, because right now, because of the return of Overwatch, I went back to a little bit of Overwatch. With my friends, obviously. I'm not playing that game alone. But with a couple friends, they're like, yo, hop on Overwatch. I'm like, oh man, it's been ages, but sure, I'll give it a try. And you start playing it, and it's like, yeah, I'm with friends. This is fun, but I don't want to play it alone. But like, again, it's not a game that is comparable. Like, listen, if you haven't played League and you haven't experienced what League players are like, nothing I say will convince you of just how bad shit truly is in there. Like, a death threat is common courtesy. It's like a nice way to say hello.
It's like a thank you.
Yeah, exactly. Someone calling you a slur is akin to a greeting. Friends don't let friends go back to Overwatch. I don't know, man. Like, we've even been playing ranked as 3, sometimes 2, sometimes 4 people. I'm in plat, and I haven't even been trying. Like, I'm just playing a game in the background, you know? Ooh, nice stun.
Yeah, I do well enough. Honestly, MOBAs never grabbed me that much anyway. I've only played like a couple of them, and they just kind of weren't for me. So like, oh, so that's like the worst. It's a genre I'm already not crazy in, and it's like one of the worst like communities ever. Well, I guess I'm just not gonna play it.
No, yeah. Whenever I see people like, oh, because here's the thing, right? It's a game with amazing lore, an amazing universe. I mean, it's not because of no reason that like a series called Arcane, sorry, did really well on Netflix. That's a League of Legends based series. So they have an incredible world, and they have an incredible lore and incredible art, but the game itself is just like, ooh. I'm pretty sure you could have fun, like I said, with the right mentality and the right people. You could have fun with literally anything, but playing a game of League of Legends will basically, have a 99% chance of running into the basement dwellers that never see the day of light. The day of light, the light of day. Sorry, I'm very tired.
Time's the charm.
Bro, you will run into the most obscene, dark creatures you ever thought never existed. Like, easily the worst experience that I've ever had in gaming, League of Legends. And it still beats, like, somehow still beats Russian people saying Suka Briet when I press W in the slightly wrong direction in Counter-Strike.
So what you're saying is, you know, when Mall Center doesn't pan out, you and I should be, we should do a League of Legends esports team together.
Dude, I think we wouldn't last long.
No.
We wouldn't last long.
Probably would.
Like, 2 streams in, Insane Asylum.
I'm not
Straight
good enough
up.
at games that I actually like.
Yeah, see, I'm average. I've always told this to people, but like, in fact, in that little guide that I made, because I made my first guide ever for Proof of a Hero, I made a little thing called like, dude, this is for your average casual player. This isn't, you know, a speedrunner's pro tips and tricks. You're gonna become incredibly good. No, never. It's like me with every Souls game ever. It's like, oh, you can 100% completed Elden Ring. You must be really good. No, I'm not really good at the game. I'm definitely not very good at the game.
Good enough to do it.
Good enough to do it.
me.
Not good enough to brag about it. Oh.
Just my tied Perugo to the stream doesn't constantly buffer again the next time you talk about him. I fell a minute and a half behind. Dude, I'm telling you, he's real. I'm telling you, dude, he's real. I did it. This really isn't a joke. I think it's in my computer. I think it's real. It's one of those things, dude, where if you like, it's one of those fantasy settings where if you like believe hard enough, then like the deity actually manifests. It's like orc powers in 40K. I'm telling you that he's real. He's totally real. And the worst part is it's not even the first major demon we've come up with on stream. So they're
Sure
probably
thing,
both
Connor.
real.
Sure thing. Go take your meds. Go on now.
No.
And before I get killed, and then he's like the only guy that I told this about was Ark, and now he's gone because Ruka Diora ate his balls or something.
I really do. Every time he's brought up, every time we talk about it, something goes wrong.
I don't know about you, but scuff happens in pretty much every single one of my streams, so maybe I do have a Ruka Diora already lying around. Dormant.
Oh, he knows. Well, you have Frontier on your computer, man. It's in. He's in there. It's too late for you.
God, that hurts.
We always joke, and then something happens, and I get a little bit. I like. It's only like 75% joke, man. I'm legitimately a little concerned that I might have made something.
The devs actually didn't shut down Frontier because, you know, they were done with the game. They shut it down because it was like cursed.
Yeah, dude.
And now it's passed on to Connor.
Yeah, dude, like the fan servers came back and the developers were like, no! No!
Not again! It's like Paranormal Activity. They made a deal with the devil to make fire monster design, and now it's coming back to bite them in the ass.
Dude, I'm really kind of half serious. I'm only...
You're crazy. You're crazy. Nothing like this happened, Connor. This is all a dream. You're tripping. How the hell did I get dragon blighted? If that dragon is after you, he's after all of us as well. Dude, I'm telling you, this shit is spreading. It started with the devs, it passed on to Connor, now it's gonna pass on to me, and then it's gonna pass on to you guys. This isn't a joke. See, I brought it up and Connor died.
Yep. I keep getting knocked to... this has happened like 3 times already. I get knocked to guts, I'm like, well, I can't sheathe right now, I'm gonna die, so I'm gonna try and block, and I just get block chipped to death.
I haven't fought him with Gunlance yet. I imagine you're gonna need guard up. Level 3.
You honestly don't need either the... I mean, regular guard would probably be nice just because of, like, knockback reduction. But he doesn't have any unblockables.
Wait, really? None of his moves are unblockables?
No, none of them.
That's crazy. What the fuck? Are gonna go on his honeymoon and never escape because of Ruko. Don't say that, because that's too real. That's too real. Even I am a little bit scared now. I'm gonna post the quest.
Go for it. You should be. You should be a little nervous.
I should.
Now,
I am a little nervous.
You play Frontier and like anything comes up, it's gonna be in the back of your mind.
I'm counting on you.
Ruko.exe in your channel art. No! I don't want to be cursed, bro. Please. Yo, can we leave a spot for volcanic, please? I'm saying volcanic because that's his name in the game. Thanks, guys. Why do you guys think they shut down the servers? I told you, bro. I'm telling you. Actual curse.
Yeah. It was a containment thing.
I'm seeing it's an SCP. There's a spot on the quest right now, my man.
Let me... I should have to go to the counter for it.
I remember Demon Lord Zabumafu from the Tyler update too. Yeah, I remember that. I remember Demon Lord Zabumafu.
Zabumafu is another one. Yeah, that's so.
Like
that's
that because Zabumafu was part of my childhood, and Connor ruined it with that fucking theory.
It was part of mine too. You can you can blame a buddy of mine for that one.
I used to love Zabumafu, dude. He was my goat, honestly. Why you gotta drag him into this?
Oh God, what was the context? Someone said we got this is another one. We were streaming Frontier, and I was hanging out with two guys, and someone said I tried to name every Frontier monster in under a second, and now there's a demon Lieber wearing roller skates in my room. And then my buddy who is in the call with me is like, dude, you summoned Zabumafu back from the dead. And this was like right when my friends were getting me into Space Marine 2, so we were very like Warhammer brained.
The Chaos God Zabumafu.
So that's what I said, is like Zabumafu is my favorite Chaos God. And then we just went through like every ape and monkey in pop culture and like gave them different roles in the army of Zabumafu.
Where's Harambe in the scale of power?
I think we put Harambe as like one of the greater demons or something like that. The best. Oh my God! If you never watched it, I should send you the video of it because I have that one clipped as well. The best part was when they were asking
to me before.
I think yeah, dude, I totally sent it to you. But it's like who's Donkey Kong and all this? I said Donkey Kong's the name of the flagship, and like what happens is like the warp rift opens up in space, and then you just hear the DK rap start playing with like the Chaos Marine drop.
I'm Donkey Kong. God, cursed knowledge.
Yeah. So that's the two. Yeah, that's the two demon lords that are in.
No, who stopped my power clash? Why would you do this to me?
A man only has one thing in life.
No, I really needed to proc my fucking Jindahad's revolt.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
It gives me 50 raw damage for 90 seconds. It's busted.
Yeah, that ain't bad.
Damn. Oh. Are you gonna play Stories 3, Connor?
Oh yeah.
Good boy. Good.
Yeah,
good
I played Stories 2 for the first time over the last couple of months.
I saw that, but I didn't get to see what the content was because I've been so damn busy.
Fair.
But I was just like, I saw that he played it, and you know, I saw you and Zenny actually did that as well, and he dropped like a review on it. But I was like, does this mean that they liked it? Does this mean they're gonna try it? Ow.
Yeah, Honestly, it sounds like we're in a pretty similar boat because I watched your the video that you did for 3, and you were talking about how you at like one point were like, dude, I'm not playing this game. Like, this is not my genre. Blah 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 blah. You tried it, you really liked it. It was honestly, it wasn't even like that it's not my genre because I'm one of millions of people who grew up with Pokemon. So I'm like, I don't have like a turn-based issue or anything. It's just all I really knew about it was like the rock paper scissors table. So I'm like, I don't know how engaging of a game that's like actually gonna make for. Like, I just didn't. Yep. I didn't know enough about it.
The 3 common reasons, and I'm like really passionate about this because, you know, my channel is all about sharing games that I like, discussing them and stuff, and stories is a big thing of it, because if it wasn't for the fact that I am a content creator, I probably would have never played stories, because I saw the game back when Rise released, and I was like, whatever, it seems like a cheap knockoff, blah blah blah, and then I'm like, alright, you know, I said that because I'm a little bitch who is very judgmental, but when I saw it, I just kind of dismissed it and said, nah, I don't want to try it. So chat basically bullied me into trying it. They're like, bitch, you won't, and you know that when you're a guy, all it takes is someone else saying, you won't.
No balls.
And yeah, no balls, you won't. And then there you go, you have to do it, right? So I gave it a try and fell in love with it. I was like, oh, this is a lot more in depth. But like the common reasons are usually shit like the game looks too childish, or I don't play turn-based games, or I don't think that the game's going to be enough worth the money, right? Because that's something that people have complained about for Stories 3 is the upcoming price tag for it. And I get it, because like, you know, with gaming being more expensive, and when you're a student or when you're just an adult with lots of bills to pay, you want, especially like when games cost so much money, you want to be a little bit more selective. Totally fine, I support that. But it's the whole thing of like, if you would pay full price for like a mainline Monster Hunter game, you should be able to pay. You should be comfortable paying full price for a Stories game as well. Is what I'm trying to get across, right?
Sure.
And because like that was me. I said I don't like it. I haven't even tried it. I haven't tried the demo, but I don't like it. And then all of a sudden, here I am addicted to it. Had an incredible time. And you know, looking at the sequel being released and being given the awesome chance to cover it full release, because it releases during my honeymoon, so I kind of cried to Jono about it. I was like, if you're considering me for a coffee, please give it before this day, because I won't be able to do anything afterwards. And I'm gonna get like major FOMO, not even FOMO, just gonna be super upset, because I told this to my fiance. I was like, I love you, but the fact that we're going on our honeymoon when this game releases kind of makes me sad. And she's like, you're a weird fucking guy, you know that? I was like, yeah, I know. But yeah, like don't do what I did. Don't shove it away. Don't dismiss it without trying it. There's free demos, guys. There's literally no excuse. If you've tried it and you didn't like it, okay, fair enough. But if you're the kind of person that was like me or like Connor and you were like, oh, I don't think I'll enjoy it, just try it, please.
Yeah. Well, I never wanted to completely write it off, right? Because it might have been like...
I did.
I figured I would probably like it if I tried it, but I wasn't hooked by like. At least the concept looked like neat enough. It was like it's you take all of your favorite monsters from Monster Hunter, but now they're your buddies instead of trying to rip your face off. It's like, okay, that's fun enough. So like I figured I would probably like it if I tried it, but I'm not really grabbed. I don't know if I want to dedicate the time or spend the money. But then honestly, I might have tried it because by itself, 3's marketing was getting me. I was like, 3 looks legitimately really cool. So I'm like, well, I think I have to give it a try. So I bought the bundle for 1 and 2, and I recognized with my schedule I was only gonna have time for 2. So I'm like, well, I'd only have time for 1 of them. So like, all right, I'm gonna play 2. And then so I did the initial stream to play 2, and then like the morning after, I grabbed my Switch and I was playing 2 in bed because like I can't progress anymore, but I want to keep playing. So I was just.
It's such a good game though, and like 3 is insane. I'm saying like the only there are a couple of pieces of criticism that I have, obviously, with one of them being multiplayer. I'm like, dude, come on, that's an L straight up. Like we can't cover that one up, but the game itself,
for sure.
Visually speaking, especially in a day and age where a lot of developers think 4K graphics equals good. and they just ditch art direction. Because I hate to sound like a little whiny negative Nancy, but so many games in like the Game Awards, or so many of these new IPs and new game shows just look so similar because they all go for the same sort of, you know, high resolution, you know, 4K graphics. And I'm like, that's great, don't get me wrong. You know, realistic and realistic looking graphics with a lot of detail can be really good, that's true. But sometimes developers forget, you know, the art direction, and that really bothers me. And Stories 3 is like the pinnacle of this at the moment because it's a game that looks really, really good, but it doesn't rely on being insanely graphically demanding, you know?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, as much as, just sticking with Monster Hunter, as much as, like, this game can be really pretty at times, and I do like how it looks, it's not my favorite art direction in the series. Like, I think that probably has to go to Try Ultimate. And, like, that's a more...
Ultimate, but I did play Try, and, like, dude, that's such a good point, because, like, even old Monster Hunter games, some people are like, oh, I wouldn't like to play them. Bro, if they released 3 Ultimate on PC, I'd be there. Like, non-stop. I love Try.
Minute one.
Or
Minute
for
one
you,
for Try
or Freedom
Ultimate.
Unite. Like, bro, if they re-release any of these games on PC, oh my god.
I was talking with that with some friends. Yeah, I would just if you want to maybe like fix up a couple of glitches and like a little bit of graphical touch-ups, that's fine. But like I would take just a fucking port, honestly with
yeah,
like
same.
no. Yeah, I'd be perfectly fine with just a port.
Thing is, I've underestimated before how easy or how hard, sorry, it is to actually remaster a game.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You know, resolution, and you know, a lot of these games were designed for the 3DS, all this kind of stuff that needs to be taken into, you know, into consideration. Especially when you're developing, you know, newer titles or title updates and that kind of stuff. It's not something... They've said this in, like, you know, developer interviews before, but it's not the kind of thing that can just be done in, like, a year. It's not. It takes a lot longer than that. But it is something that I look at. I'm like, dude, this would be such a banger. Like, GU banked so hard, and that game is so incredible, but it still leaves out quite a few gems of the old Monster Hunter games, you know? Like, unironically, I enjoyed underwater combat. I know the combat itself was ass, but the immersion was there, you know?
Sure. Yeah, I've played Try a couple of times on stream, just on like Dolphin.
Yeah.
With, you know, a DualShock instead of what I used to when I was a child, because it was my first Monster Hunter game. It was Wiimote and Nunchuck, baby.
Yeah,
honestly,
boy.
Yeah, it's really just like the camera and a lot of like the fluid motions in that game are just not there, which honestly has me really interested because that's the two main things they did with the laggy fight. I've talked about this like 6 or 7 fucking times at this point, but like that's the main things they went with the laggy fight in Wilds. Was going for like the camera and like a dedicated swim up and swim down button is such a nice change over what third generation had.
So wait, so 3 Ultimate doesn't? I'm assuming it's the same control scheme. Actually, I know you're right.
Relatively the same, yeah.
I'll pop a heal. Don't worry, I got you.
All right, good.
But it's like, dude, come on. It's such a, it's, you know, I'm of the opinion that I have yet to play a single Monster Hunter game that I've said, oh, this wasn't worth my time. You know, this was not worth the money.
Yeah, that's where I am too.
That was fucking close. Jesus.
Combat for underwater is
release.
fine.
Oh, sorry, go on.
Controls is stuck at. Yeah. So combat for underwater is fine. Theory, the camera controls sucked ass. Yeah, some weapons are a little weird. The camera's not good, and it's very. Honestly, you can kind of feel you can feel the lack of buttons, like just because modern controllers just have so much more buttons to play around with.
Yep.
It feels so much nicer.
It's like playing old gen on the PSP, dude. I love Freedom Unite, but oh my god, I hated playing on the PSP. I like the
dude,
PSP as a console.
My hand would get sore.
Ooh. Yeah, you have to like do the claw grip, otherwise your wrists would basically break. It was so tiring.
I remember. Oh, I loved bringing my. As much as though I used to bring my PSP to high school and play Freedom Unite when I had free time. Oh, I loved it so fucking much.
What's it called? Jesus. If they released the old games on PC in like a bundle for $60, they would make a shit ton of money. I don't know if a shit ton of money would, because like at the end of the day, understand that not a lot of people are fans of old gen, right? There's a reason why Monster Hunter is really popular now, but not before. So I think maybe you'd see a surge in people that have never tried it, that actually enjoy it. But at the same time, I don't think remastering the old games would be as profitable as just releasing the next Monster Hunter title, right?
It
obviously,
might not
obviously, but yeah.
It might not be quite as profitable. The thing that I'll disagree with you a little bit on is like, because we definitely have a certain perspective of it. I feel because was a much larger phenomenon over there with the older classic stuff. So I think in just like a domestic market, I think a classic bundle on PC would probably perform very well just by that alone. I think they'd probably do really well just on domestic sales. And then international, I think would probably still do really well. Because, yeah, there's going to be some people who's like, oh, these games are old and weird and fucking whatever. I think there's also probably going to be, a good amount of people like you and I who have played the older ones and would love to just have an official way to play them again. And B, I do think, like, I would probably be able to get my guys who I got on in, like, 5th generation. I'd be pretty confident that I could get them to play the older ones because they actually have
so as well. No,
some
actually, you
interest
raise
in
a
it.
real good point. If like, dude, if this were to happen, or if we ever get another like anniversary style game like GU, you would never catch me shutting the fuck up about it. Honestly.
Oh yeah.
Like I am
Yeah,
with
no,
Story 3. I always tell people to play it, and people get tired about it because like, oh, here comes Arc Blazing again. But I don't care. You guys need to understand that you need to play that game. You do. And until people, like, the more people I see saying shit like, oh, I tried the game and I had a great time. Like, the more people I see, the better it is.
Nice. Yeah, like, I don't think it'd be like some billion-dollar, like, money hand over fist, but I think they would get a really good return on their investment if they did a collection.
I guess it also depends on what their vision would be for these remasters, you know?
And it would depend on which games it was, yeah. I think the easiest bet is, like, Freedom Unite, Try Ultimate, 4 Ultimate. That's, like, the wicked easy one if you want to do a collection.
Yeah.
But there's other ones that would be more obscure that'd be super interesting. Like, if they wanted to do, like, some, like, fucking crazy hypothetical probably never ever gonna happen. There's the super easy one, which would be, like I said, Freedom Unite, Try Ultimate, 4 Ultimate, like, the super collections of the 2nd generation, 3rd generation, 4th generation. Super easy. If they wanted to do, like, a second, like, a weird one, and do, like, I'd say do, like, shit like MH1, Dose, and Portable 3rd, and do some games that, like...
That would be super niche.
If they did a collection where...
Who the fuck made an account called Ruko Diora? There's Ruko Diora's in the chat. That's it. I'm done.
Yeah.
Let's burn the computer. Sorry, I just noticed it and I had to bring it up. Keep going.
That might be one of my guys, honestly. I think we had a guy called Ruko Diora in my stream chat for a while.
Evil people. For the record, I didn't say anything, Mr. Ruko Diora. It was all Connor. So, you know, if you want to blame anyone, please don't blame me.
CR Volcanic stream lore is kind of fucking nuts. I gotta be honest with you. I love it, man. Without even like trying to be hyperbolic, I think I just have some of like the coolest fucking like stream lore ever. Because we just have so much just stupid shit we say live on camera. But yeah, no, if they did like some collections where they brought some fucking weirdo games, if that was the first time that Dose and Portable 3rd ever came stateside was like a collection, that'd be fucking crazy. Oh, it wouldn't. So that one would not make a lot of money. Like the big three would probably make a good chunk of money. A second weirdo one like that that would be like they'd have to put that out because they actively wanted to.
I think surely we'll see that someday, right? Because like Resident Evil, I mean there are different teams, but still Resident Evil, pretty much all the games are on Steam. So
yeah.
Then again, single player game to a game with multiplayer assets, different stories.
Oh yeah. I mean that's all. Just the fact that it has multiplayer is just a whole other dimension to it.
And hi Shy Lumia, how you doing? Having a good day? Good Thursday?
Changing
Online
topics.
and Explore bundle or we riot. Bro, do you want to ask for anything more specific than online and Explore?
That would... okay, that's actually not happening. Online is never happening.
Give it up.
I don't...
Hey,
Did someone just killed him with a rock?
Yeah, someone dropped a rock on him.
Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah, no, I don't think they will ever mention the term Monster Hunter Online. Probably not Explore either, even though that one I think is actually under their umbrella. I don't think they will ever speak the name of Monster Hunter Online ever again. That thing was not developed in-house. That was out to like Tencent.
Yeah, it's true.
That one,
Tencent.
They'll
Tencent
never
has
talk
their
about that
hands
one.
on so many different games. You guys have no idea.
Oh, yeah.
Would you stream Grand Blue when the DLC comes out? I will. I will stream it. I will definitely stream it. I understand why a lot of people are... That's another thing. Like, another one of my crusades that I'm embarking on to get people to play. Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. Such a good fucking game, dude. So good. People really need to get on that game, dude. Especially if... Like, I say this. If you're a fan of Monster Hunter, very likely you will enjoy that game. You really, really will. Thunder Chicken, thank you very much for becoming a Knight of the Order. I appreciate it so much. Service well. Legend. Appreciate the support, my guy.
3 crit eye and an irons full map. Huh. 3 crit eye, full iron skin, and a 2. I wish more things did defense down in this game. Because that's really nice.
That's not a bad charm. Let's see, where's my... There you go.
I did have a question because this came to my mind from a dono I got from one of my guys.
Yeah,
but so when you were playing Stories 2, might even maybe a different one. Did you have a special child monster and then fucking Ratha takes all the credit and all the cutscenes? Like, you're fucking disrespecting. Do you have
all the time?
Who's your dog? Who's your dog in the
time.
Stories game?
In Stories 2, so in Stories 3, I'm not allowed to disclose it because it's a monster that no one's seen yet.
Okay,
so
that's fair,
I can't talk about it. But in Stories 2, put it simple, it was Legiana. I got Legiana. I decked the shit out of this Legiana, turned it into a fucking powerhouse. And who do I see at the cutscene? Ratha. And I'm like, don't you fucking dare stand where he should stay. You like, thing is, right, I get it. Ratha is a key element of stories. Lore-wise, it makes sense. It's fine. I think if they made, like... And here's the thing, right? Some people are like, yo, I would like a different... Someone else made a Rukudiora account called Rukudioro7. You guys are driving me fucking crazy. That's 2 of you now. But,
Yeah, welcome to my world, pal.
One guy, stop trying to get me to do spoilers. You know that you're gonna get me in trouble. But like basically, and hunts are going really well, doing really good. Well, my dude, how are you doing? But yeah. So like, it's a safe bet, but I wouldn't prefer it because there are always these cutscenes where you couldn't have a monster other than a flying wyvern, right?
Yeah, huh.
You wouldn't be able to have, like, a Devil Joe rescuing you off a flying ship. It wouldn't work, right? So,
but I want that to happen.
Can you imagine? It's like he's he's like in Gmod Stiffy mode. He's just T-posing through the sky. And you just hear the...
It's a big fat green dinosaur.
Dude, oh my lord. It would be funny. It would be super funny. Let me see. I need to craft some more armor.
Yeah. In Stories 2, my son is a Tigrex named Khan. He was... So I went right for
that's what people in my chat were on about. Kubot was like, oh, hail Khan. And I was like, you talking about Rurkhan right now?
Yeah, no, dude. Khan is a fucking monster. But I went for the Royal Tigrex in Alcala in the second region.
Yeah.
And I pulled just like a really good roll off rip with them. So I'm like, okay, I'll stick with this. I named him Khan after for myself, but also like Shere Khan from like the Jungle Book and shit like that.
Yeah. Shere Khan
Dude,
Tiger. Makes sense.
I've been building him up because he came like pre-packaged with like Tigrex moves, but also the big kicker for him is he came pre-packaged with a non-elemental attack boost large in with him, and also like a crit eye. No, I think I had to put the crit eye on him, but like the non-elemental attack boost was like the big thing. So like, dude, I have him tricked out right now. So I kept like the heavy spear, like his low accuracy, guaranteed crit move. I axed the rock toss. I gave him a Paolumu attack that does like medium damage and high crit chance. I gave him Brute Tigrex's Savage Roar. He currently has maxed out Crit Eye XL. I'm working on getting him non-elemental attack boost. He's got Crit Heal on him. He's got Vicious on him. He's got just all this fucking shit on him. And due to the fact that I streamed only once a week, I would play offline. So I was very overleveled for the final boss. And I exclusively used Khan to fight Ultura. I didn't use a single other monster.
Oh, dude,
I only used him.
I love Ultura so much. It's such a good... Oh, I need to say this. It's a bit of a spoiler if you haven't played Stories, but better me telling you now than you figuring out when it's done. Stories has a problem that Wilds had upon release, which is... Here's a fantastic, unique monster to this game because every final boss in the Stories games is completely unique to the game. You can't find them anywhere else. And they're pretty fun. The first one is kind of wacky, but then, the first game is quite old. The second one has Ultura. And they can only be fought once, and they have no gear, which is, to me, a huge loss of opportunity, right? Because, damn, I haven't killed the final boss in Stories 3 yet, so I'll say that yet. But I'm hoping that this isn't the case, because if it is, like,
Yeah.
man, I'm gonna put up a quest real quick.
Go for it.
Oh, shit, I departed on it. Shit, my bad. But, yeah, oh, man, it's sad. It's sad that they do this, but it's like these monsters are so incredible. Ultura's design is just gorgeous. Gorgeous looking monster.
Now commencing
I remember when Wilds was getting released, like the trailers were out and about, before anyone got copies of the game and stuff. I had a little video where actually Connor was in, where I was talking to a bunch of different creators about what monsters they would like to see, right? And Wilds.
Yeah,
and
I remember that video.
The Arix Gaming boys said Ultura.
That's a good pick.
And I guessed it because like Paradise Central. He was like, "Oh, it's a monster that we haven't seen. It has been released in the last like 2 years, but we haven't seen it since." And I'm like, "That's Ultura." I know exactly what you're talking about.
It really sucks that you can't fight him again in that game because it's a good boss fight too.
Yeah, it's fun. Some people are like, "Oh, it's because of the lore reasons. Because when you kill one, there's only the one." I'm like, bro, you realize that lore reason would also apply to so many bosses in the franchise.
Yeah. Yeah, so my Tigrex, when it hit crit, was able to hit Ultura for over 1,000 damage on individual hits that weren't kinship.
That's insane. That's insane.
That thing is a monstrosity.
My jaw just dropped to the fucking floor. I was like, what do you mean? And I remember I did mine with a white Monobos, which was my go-to. It's like when I get my final party of monsters, I name them after the Knights of the Round Table. So because I am such a whatever the weeb equivalent is for knights, that's me. But yeah, you just soloed proof of a hero. Let's go. Well done, Joyless.
I mostly
hope,
do silly
my,
names when I do like
I
those
do a
teams.
mix of those, you know. I called my Nursilla Squiggles.
Nice. Dude, one of my pride and joy, one of my best things that I did in that game is my Kulu Yaku in that game is called Limu Emu from the fucking insurance commercials.
Oh shit.
Then I named... This one's more of an inside joke, but I named all of my young Kutkus after a rooster that my buddy had in a Planet Zoo game.
Dude. Whoa, that's elite friend group references.
Oh, yeah.
What's up, Cactus? How you doing?
Now we need to discuss Con Black. Oh, yeah. So, I assume you fought Molten Tigrex in Stories 2, yeah?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, that thing's a brutal fucking bastard.
He's really fucking hard.
So I found him because I was like subquest gen hopping on stream on Tuesday, and it's probably the toughest thing that I've encountered. And it fucking flattened me because that thing just savage roars over and over and over again.
Did you get to Volcana?
I haven't got to Volcana yet. No.
Brutal fight. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm looking forward to it. Because I'm finally getting to a point in Stories 2 I'm like, I actually kind of have to, like, that was, I don't know if you saw the review video I did for it, but one of my...
That I did.
Kind of like...
That I did.
Yeah, like, one of my partial criticisms that I think is, I really like about the philosophy of 3 over 2 is that 2 goes, like, really heavy into, like, the rock, paper, scissors thing, and you can headlock so easy over and over, right up until like the last couple of dungeons and the last couple of monsters is where headlocking is much less of a thing, which I appreciate because like as soon as we did Molten Tigrex, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to think for this. So like that's something I'm looking forward to.
No, in Stories, I'll tell you right now, prepare your anus because Stories 3 doesn't play. I'm dead
thank
ass.
God.
Like, some
Dude,
of these feral
the
monsters, legit walls. Like, unironically, got me sat there with my face in my hands like, I need to beat this motherfucker. But I'm at a point where there are no guides. No one's talking about this, you know? And I don't want to ask a random content creator friend that I know might have it, because what if they haven't seen this monster yet, right? I can't talk about the fight. So I'm in that spot where it's like, it's truly a time and place. Almost like when games release, you know? And there are no guides. There's nothing. It's just you and your wits. And I'm dumb as fuck, so that's a problem.
Yeah. Well, I think probably what be looked back on is just one of the really coolest points in the community for Monster Hunter just as a whole will be the demo for Stories 3. Because everybody was level capped at 10, and like the gut assumption was like, yeah, you'll be able to beat like the ferals that are in the story, you'll be able to beat like the feral POW. You like, yeah. I doubt that much of anybody. Well, you'll be able to beat it. They probably assume that like feral Nursilla, like that's probably the toughest thing that like most anybody's going to be able to take down.
Feral Bracky? Like, what do you people beat feral Bracky in the fucking demo?
Watching the community like piece together feral Bracky and then Espinas and then Namiel was so fucking cool to watch in real time.
Honestly,
I have a group Discord with a number of buddies that I met just like through like what I do. Like they were fans at one point, but now they're legitimate friends at this point.
Yeah, that's me and my mods. You know, my mods are exactly the same. Like people that watch the channel, and then eventually they're like, oh, you know, you guys are good. We hang out.
Oh yeah, exactly. So we were sending each other messages back and forth at like 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, dude. Someone just fucking took down Espinas. And they were like, how? No, they fucking didn't. How did they do it? Blah, blah. And I'd like be sending them like the Reddit posts and like I'd be sending them like the Reddit post strategies and like the videos and whatnot. I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
It's just insane. And like, really trust me, it gets crazy. And I think like the demo does a really good job at setting the standard, but genuinely, like, one of the things that I love the most this time around is the more mature tone that the game takes. Like I said this multiple times, sure. It's not Space Marine 2, you know, you're not tearing through Tyranids and turning a guy into a fucking CPU. That's not what you do. But the overall theme is very much like, you know, a lot of things happen that you don't expect to happen, and
Sure.
it is, you know, it's a mature tone, or a more mature.
Yeah, you don't
tone.
have to have. Yeah, a game doesn't have to be not child friendly to be mature.
Exactly. And looking at how this game that has developed, like, because there's some really, I say this all the time, but in a game called Stories, the story is good. Like, not just good for a Monster Hunter game, the story is good. And in 3,
Yeah.
oh man, like, it's so crazy, because at first you're like, oh, these characters are cute. Like, for example, people are like, oh, Eleanor is just a little cutie, right? Oh, she's just adorable. That's all she is. No. There's a lot more to that character, and every other character.
I'm looking forward to that.
It's really, really nice. But yeah, seeing the monsters, like, I'm always such a big fan of the community's, like, you know, advances and strides, because they do shit that I could never. And seeing that from a point of a content creator, because people sometimes will message you like, check out this shit that other people did, and you're there like, wow, I haven't beaten Feral Bracky yet, and there are people that did this at level 10. Like, I am just bad at the game.
I was able to get Feral Bracky down to maybe like 60% health, and I was like, I feel good about that. I feel good about that.
You should feel good about that. You should feel very good about that, my man.
Yeah, I think I got Nursilla on like second or third try. That one was really nice. But yeah, no, I'm very excited for the full release. Like, incredibly excited.
Okay, prime example of what we're talking about. That one guy in the chat is like, never been into stories. Okay, have you played any of the stories game? If you have, I'll let you slide. But if you haven't, this is literally what Connor and I have been talking about for a solid, like, hour. Is that my entire goal is to get the people that go, I don't want to play it, I don't think I'll enjoy it, and prove them wrong.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if nothing else, 2 and 3, probably also 1, have free demos that are just like permanently, like they're not betas, they're demos.
Yeah,
and if you don't like it, you don't like it. Yeah, they're permanently up there. They're perfectly free. They're a good chunk of content. 3 especially, the demos is a really good chunk of content. And if you don't like it, you don't like it. Cool. And then all you spent is like 5 or 6 hours and $0.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you spend a little bit of time, but it was free, so who cares?
Yeah.
And like, if you enjoy it on Stories 3, your progress will carry on to the full game, so it's not like you're gonna have to redo it.
Never been into stories. Me when I hate books. I saw that. That's another thing. My buddy Nate and I have completely contaminated our chat with me when jokes.
Why would you do that? He interrupted my perfect rush. I hate this guy. Well, the only thing that I'm really upset about Stories so far is that, like, they took away Sword and Shield and they put in fucking Longsword.
Rurikon in absolute shambles.
Rurikon has gunlance. I want him to shut the fuck up. He can't complain. They removed my main weapon. And the thing is, right, I'm a big believer that if the franchise is to keep going forward, which I really do hope that this turns into, like, you know, its own thing that they do alongside the mainline series. I really, really want to see more Stories games. But if they do, I really hope to see, like, one in the next iteration. I would love to see each weapon have each class of weapon, because, you know, you have Pierce, you have Slash, you have Blunt. I'd love to see them get one addition each. Because even with the blunt weapons, you can just make Charge Blade or Switch Axe deal impact files only. There you go. Trouble solved.
Kinda, yeah.
It's not the best solution, but, you know, we don't really have another blunt-focused weapon in the game. Other than Hammer and Hunting Horn.
Yeah, unless we want to go to the front. That'd be fucking funny if they brought Tonfas and Magnet Spike back to the fucking Frontier Stories.
Oh, the copium for it being on the mainline series would have never been higher.
I let me tell you, I hope to God that we never get Magnet Spike back. I actively don't like it. I haven't even played it, and I don't
be the best
like
weapon
it.
in the game, just flat out.
The only time I've watched other people play it, and I tried it in like the training grounds that Frontier has, because they just let you use any weapon and any like style for it. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I don't want to play this. Tonfas though, Tonfas go kind of stupid. Tonfas are fun as fuck actually.
I'd love Tonfas to be back. What? I'd love Tonfas,
And I didn't-
honestly.
I didn't think I was gonna like Tonfas either, because like watching the gameplay on like old Frontier stuff didn't look like super interesting, because all it looks like is you just fucking float around and the monster can't attack you because its moves aren't built to be on like that plane. But nah, dude, like actually ducking and diving around and jumping around and like iframing through attacks while you're in the middle of the air, jumping around and like bashing a monster over on the head and like trying to find the angle on like the model of their body where you can like climb up onto their back and get up above them and just keep littering them with attacks is so when you do Frontier, you have to try Tonfas at some point.
I will. I mean, that's the thing. Like, the only reason as to why I went, you know what? No, I will try Frontier is because we're friends. Because I'm like, I'm not doing this shit alone. I will need someone to at least help me, you know, through the beginning sets of it. Because, like, the community around Frontier is super dedicated, so they tell you stuff like, these are all the quests that you should do. But before you even start doing quests, check out these NPCs, because they'll have stuff for you, like the Rathalos armor, right? And so I did that. The only thing that I fucked up recently, and it's really bad, because Cotter even made, like, his own guide, personal guide for me, was the controller setup. Because, like, I did everything that was told to me to do, and it still won't work. But the problem is, you don't get error messages. There's just nothing. So it's up to me to find out what the problem is, and by me, up to me, is me messaging Connor in a pure panic, being like, please save me.
Yeah, that's the real toughest challenge with that fucking game.
It's an old game, man. It's an old game.
It's super weird because for the attack configuration to be correct, it inverses what you would generally expect the accept and decline button to be.
Yep. It's the same for most what's the word? Emulators, though. Like my emulator
Sometimes,
for
yeah.
Bois was definitely a bit wonky. Like to have a correct attack configuration.
I'll tell you though,
Single time. God damn.
Frontier weapons will sometimes kind of mess you up a little bit just because you get so used to them. When I was playing Frontier a lot, like a couple of times a week, my big weapon in that game is Switch Axe, because Extreme Switch Axe is rugged in that game. Because it's got it's a lightsaber with a guard point, dude. It's so fucking cool. And you can weapon run and shit, but like, so there was a point where we were doing, like, the World and Iceborne run-backs a whole bunch.
Yeah.
Because we were introducing a new buddy to Monster Hunter in general, and I was doing that, I was usually doing that on weekends while I was playing Frontier on Wednesdays, so I'd be playing fucking Iceborne trying to do guard points on Switch Axe. I'm like, that's not how this fucking game works.
I only have one question. Can I have Namiel as a monster? I'm not allowed to answer that. It's not maybe yes, maybe no. There's only one way to find out. Are you gonna actually find it out yourself, or are you gonna pussy out, huh? Play Stories 3.
Nice break. Frontier installation guide. He has it installed. I don't have to give you that was another joke.
The game was installed. The installation guide. Oh man.
Well, that's honestly another inside joke with the community is because I'm at this point I think I'm probably one of the larger creators on the Frontier front. So I would get a
here.
Yeah.
Please laugh. I'm kidding.
So like especially when I did my monsters from Frontier that I would like to see in Wilds video, I think I was streaming Frontier maybe like the day after that one went live, So that video did really, really well. I got a whole bunch of new subs off of that video, and a lot of them were like, how do you actually play this game? So I think I got like 6, 7, maybe 8 different versions of like how do I actually play Frontier in the same stream, to the point where like myself and my core audience were actively laughing because I got asked the question so many fucking times in one day, and I had given the same list of instructions like all those times individually. So we had a joke in my chat that like we would set a timer and we would see how fast I could give the Frontier installation thing just off the top of the head.
Is Stories canon or is it its own setting? It's its own setting. So it's a spin-off that doesn't happen in the same universe as this game, right? Yeah. So like Monster Hunter has been established to be all Monster Hunter games technically take place in the same universe. So, you know, like for example, Wilds is 4U 2, Monster Hunter 4 2. But yeah, Stories is the same thing. So, you know, the world of Stories is all the same universe. But they are like, I think Stories 3 takes place like 1,000 years after Stories 2 or something ridiculous. Is it maybe? No, it is 1,000. It is 1,000, I think.
It was 100. Maybe,
is it 100? I think it's 1,000.
I don't know, man. You've played the game.
I think it's 1,000. I want to say.
I have no fucking idea.
They said that in the trailers.
I don't know.
Thinks.
I still have the Frontier installation Star Wars title crawl down. You did make that, Pecco. I remember that. You'll have to send that to me again. I'd love to have that again.
I'm gonna do a little bit of quick gambling on the old Dogma Arden weapons. Give me a sec.
Sure. Ooh, we should do the new fucking Jello Square Neopteran quest.
Yes, we should. Oh, I have literally 0 Gogma Arden materials. Okay, fantastic. Never mind. Into the jelly quest we go.
You know, you can turn the Bloodstones into those mats now, right?
I basically turned them all into them for this one build that I have right now.
Fair.
I'm broke. I'm broke as shit.
I'm working on my my second truck delivery of them currently. I would also be more than willing to do a GOG run or two tonight because I like that fight a lot.
Sad Albert, shut up. No, we're not doing this. You know what? Go to the corner and think about what you just said. I don't even want to repeat it to Connor. We should not bring this up. Fucking god damn it, we're brain rot in 2026. I'm gonna watch the Diva. I haven't watched the Diva sing in so long, dude.
It's a really cool feature.
It is really nice. I still think my favorite gathering hub is still Celiana. I think they put a lot of thought into that, especially with like the hot springs, shower, bath things, you know. You had the arm wrestling, you had the sauna, and the table. I think Celiana's still very much high up there, but this is my second favorite hub in the entire series. That's for sure.
Yeah. I've said on stream a couple.
Sorry, go on.
I've said on stream a couple of times, I am a big proponent of like the next major named game, or maybe if they do like big lobbies in the next portable game, we'll see what they want to do. But I want to go back to like a big city setting. I want like a big fucking. I want a big mead gathering hall, and you can seamlessly leave it and go into. I want what they wanted Mindguard and Locklack to be.
Dude, Mindguard. Oh, bro, I would love that. I would love that so much. I think, you know, now that we've had the whole, oh, Wilds is you in a new frontier of the Hunters Guild, right? There are no established bases, so that's why you don't have rooms. That's why you're in tents. That's why the base camp is a base camp, not like, you know, Astera or Celiana, all that kind of stuff. I get it. Because, like, even in Celiana, that was the same idea, and in Celiana, it was a more established base than, say, what we have here. But then, what you guys need to take into consideration is that there is one base camp per area. So you have one for the Scarlet Forest, you have one for Wyveria, you have one for the Old World Basin. and all of them also have their respective little villages.
Mm.
But I would like to go to a more... Like, I want to go back to Dundorma, bro. I want to go back to see, like, a bigger version of Dundorma. Because, like, to me, Dundorma and Castle Schrade are probably the most interesting parts of the Monster Hunterverse. Because, you know, Castle Schrade, obviously, because of what happened with Fatalis and all that stuff. But, with Dundorma in particular, because, like, the thing is, Dundorma is the unofficial HQ of the Hunters Guild. And the most interesting thing is that because it is at a central, like such a central location of the entire continent, they have a lot of monster attacks and a lot of elder dragons. Like that's where Gogomazios comes in. That's where the scarred Kushala comes in. But all of these things could be so massively improved in a new rendition of the game. I just be such a huge simp for something like that, man. I really want to see Dundorma again. It's such a pretty looking place.
Yeah, no, I'd love to have something. Locklack is probably my big one. One, because I started there. But, like, if you ever... Did you ever get a chance to do any of, like, the multiplayer stuff in Try? Because I don't know if you, like, actually played it or...
I only did... When I did Try, I just did single player, and I finished it at Cetus. So I just kind of left it there. I completed the story, and then I kind of left it.
Yeah. Locklack was really, really fucking cool. You could tell that they were limited by technology, but Locklack had... I love what they wanted that place to be, because you kind of felt it, because the way it was set up was like, when you... There's, like... The main, like... multiplayer lobby was like the gate into the city, kind of like this big archway, and it leads in, you just see buildings like forever in the background, and that's like the gateway to go into like the different hunting zones and whatnot. But that's like the lobby where you're going and actually looking for like the actual in-game lobbies to go and connect to. And there was four different like stations that you could go to. So there was like the main entryway into the lobby, and that had like all the street vendors on it, and there was like a hallway going down with like a marketplace on it and stuff like that. If you go to the right, it was this inbuilt area with the blacksmith in it. If you go to the left, it was like this public street where the player houses were, and then the one in the back was like the hunters gathering area, so that had like the tables and the giant quest board and all that kind of stuff. And dude, that's what I want. Or like something like Valhabar again, where
Valhabar, dude, Valhabar was sick.
Because like with Valhabar, the offline bit is like the big open, like massive market street, and you had like the carts coming down it, and you had like the market stalls going down.
You could
but then
see
you
the
go
balloons coming through.
Yeah, but then if you want to do the multiplayer, and I would want this to be seamless in a modern game, you go up the street and you can see the gathering hub. So like the big mead hall for the hunters is still attached to the streets where like all the market... That's what I want, dude. I want like one big fucking gathering hall, but then you can leave the gathering hall and go out, and it's at like a town that's bustling around. I'd stack that up with
like almost like a military base within a civilian city.
Yeah. You stack that up with more NPCs, and especially with like the 16 players, or if they even want to endeavor to maybe do more. But just like 16 players in like a nice big area, I think would really fatten that out. Honestly, that's one of my main things with Astera, is I think if all 16 people were viewable outside of just the boat, I feel like Astera would feel a whole lot less tedious.
Yep. And like, do you want to know like another, a series that does this really, really well, again, in terms of Monster Hunter? This quest is so fucking cursed. Okay. A quest that I absolutely look at, and I'm like, or not a quest, sorry, a game that I look at and I go, I would love to have this in a main Monster Hunter game. Because I'm not even joking, this might just be my new favorite hub area in general. It's gotta be none other than Azoria. I'm sorry, I know that it's very on brand and stuff, but like, dude, having fucking, you know, a giant castle, and you have these, because it's like you said, you have the castle, and this is all visible in the demo, by the way. I'm not spoiling it for anyone, so this is all in the demo. But you have like a little training ground where the knights are training with halberds. You have the stables where the rangers are at, and they have the little base. And then you have the castle itself. And then you go outside of it, and you have this city full of people. Like, you know, there's people making wine. There's people doing all sorts of crazy shit. And I'm like, dude, this is what I want to see more of. And seeing something like that in a base Monster Hunter game would be nuts. Because this is something that Stories has actually done for a while. The Stories games are very known for doing this thing that's like, oh, here you go, massive, like, city area. Monster Hunter Stories 1 had it, 2 had it, you know, and they keep doing it, by the way. There's some insane area design in Stories 3. Like, insanely good Stories design.
Yeah, I don't want to do specific spoilers because I know I have a couple of people in chat who aren't watching all the trailers. But there was a new city that they showed off in the trailer that just came out. I'm like, I cannot fucking wait to go there. Even in 2, it's not super fleshed out, but I really like Lelucian.
Lelucian, yes, it was really well done. I've been to this, obviously, playing the game. I've been in the 3rd area, and you have, like, best advice. Whenever you're in a new hub area, explore every nook and cranny. In general, just like, actually, that's one of the biggest things for, did they improve Gemma's jiggle physics? Sorry. Anyway, it's something that I have to notice, but, one of the biggest things that you need to look at when you're playing Stories 3 is explore. Explore everything, every corner of the map. Like, dude, there's so much to see in that game. And if you just play through this, dare I say, like, if you just play the story quests, and, you know, just stick to the main to what's the, you know, only the main campaign kind of stuff. But, dude, if you just stick to that, you're going to miss out on an insane amount of content. Honestly.
Yeah.
I'll play Stories 3 if you answer this one question. What's in the basement? The mods. Where do you think I keep them? Hello? It's not a basement, it's a dungeon. I live in a fucking castle. Put some respect on my name, okay?
Change to the radiator.
Can you change the element on characters? I saw each character has an element. You can... So, like, Grand Blue has a different weapons kind of system. So you can't customize it. You can't do every element on every character, obviously, but you can customize it quite a bit. Only Arknight would notice that. Dude, I know every fucking polygon that went into creating Gemma. Every single one.
Mm-hmm. Even that one.
Even that one.
Yeah, that one.
That one
Even
right there.
that one.
Do you guys see that? Oh, Connor, I've been dying to ask you this question. I was actually going to save it for when I played Frontier. And we'll probably do this anyway. I'll probably play Frontier and then rope you into a bunch of stupid collab shit, like taking some of the harder monsters on and a bunch of videos about it. But, like, do you have one monster in particular, one Frontier monster, that you go, this guy needs to be in Wilds, like in the expansion?
A lot more than one.
I know. I think that's why I said one in particular, because maybe you played one recently, you fought one recently and stuff, but I know that you would be like, yeah, here's 17.
Oh yeah. So there's. Okay, I'll limit myself to 2 answers.
Right.
But I could keep talking if you wanted me to keep talking. But so there's one for like. One, because this fight is really good, but it's also, like, really for mechanical reasons. So with this whole, like, dynamic weather thing that Wilds has and whatnot, that actually has a good amount of origins with Frontier. Frontier has a map called the Highlands, where when the monster's enrage, a storm will start to blow over and start to, like, take over. And some monsters gain extra properties on their movesets when that storm starts to roll in. The best one of that, and a monster they went just crazy hard with, is a Leviathan by the name of Kuwado Seppusu. It is a, like...
What the fuck?
Oh shit. Oh shit, I perfect blocked one by
Dude,
accident.
they just ate me alive.
Thanks.
1 minute I was there, the next I was gone. Anyway, please continue.
So Quaru is this Leviathan, kind of shark-like looking thing, covered in these crystals on its body. The crystals just intake a whole bunch of energy. So when it's bright and sunny out, they're absorbing a whole bunch of solar energy. So he can project, like, these heat beams out of his central horn and whatnot, and fire off a whole bunch of solar energy. When it's storming, those crystals take in, like, the lightning bolts. Very kind of like Radow does. So he'll start taking in electricity and can fire off these giant bolts of lightning instead of his heat rays. And he can also, like, he'll shake off the crystals in certain attacks, and that will actually leave these, like, time bombs on the field. But you can break those crystals, and then you can add the elemental properties to your weapons temporarily, which is a really cool mechanic, and he's actually, like, weak to the element that he distributes with those. The other really cool thing, so that's awesome by itself. It's just like these shifting movesets based on the weather, based on the rage mode. He has some attacks that are like incredibly unique to him. It's not just like your stock standard Leviathan stuff. On top of that, they went fucking bananas with him and gave him 2 alternate quests with alternating properties. So there's a double Quaru Sapusu in the desert, where obviously they have access to nothing but sunlight. So those two have nothing but their solar abilities, and on top of that, they can conjoin their solar abilities and do like a almost half
Holy
AOE, half the map
shit.
AOE. Yeah, you're getting just fucking clocked by
Like, dude, my entire HP is gone in 2 seconds. Like, oh my god, hold on. I got a bot in my Twitch chat. God, you guys really
That
don't
sucks.
give up.
I got him in my community Discord all the fucking time.
I've been getting a lot more recently, and it's a bit problematic. It's a lot about
Yeah.
art, like, because I'm a VTuber, a lot of them are, you know, just catered around that kind of shit, and it drives me crazy because I'm just sit there like, oh my god, man.
Yeah, dude. Either
here's another
I'm
little-
getting.
No, go ahead, go ahead.
I was gonna say either I'm getting bots left, right, and center, or Kai Cenat really wants to do crypto in my fucking community Discord.
Yeah, cheap viewers? Yeah, exactly, to replace the expensive viewers, you know?
Yeah.
Logically. But like, as this is actually coming a little bit from the heart, because this is not a spoiler, but I am having my 3.0 model done, and I'm planning an insane amount of crazy shit for it. Like, this has been in the works for a while. It will very likely release this year towards like summer.
Cool.
But the design isn't. I'll show you the design. Hold on. I'll show you the design right now. Only Connor.
Sure.
I'm obviously not going to fucking, you know. But let me grab the design, because it is basically Dark Souls meets Monster Hunter meets Grand Blue Fantasy. Where are you? So have a look at this.
Let me see. Oh, that's fucking tough, dude.
Thank
That
you.
looks great. I love that.
Yeah, none of you guys
Oh,
are gonna
yeah,
see
that's
it,
cool.
but Arc 3.0 is definitely happening, and it's gonna be like my kind of permanent design, because I want to do different things. Like, I want to make it so that when people watch the stream, they can collect stream points, and they can like toggle gold armor, they can toggle pink armor, right? And obviously that kind of
that's
stuff
cool.
comes afterwards. You have to get the base fundamentals done. But like, hold on, let me post another blob quest, because I can't just go down like that. Jesus. But when I don't want to turn this into a
Sure,
thing,
you're prepared.
I'm just sticking with the facts here, right? Let's not draw any potentially harmful conclusions. Being not only a male VTuber, but a dude covered in armor, basically rules out 98% of any VTuber artists out there. I'm not even trolling. They don't like, either they like, and at the end of the day, look, I'm not gonna dictate what, you know, artists should and shouldn't draw. Obviously, I'm not that crazy, but it's the whole thing of, man, I just... I would see this amazing artist, and I'm like, yo, look at this design. I love your stuff. I would love to commission you. And they go, oh, sorry, I don't draw men. And I was like, okay, that's fine. Oh, sorry, I don't draw knights. I was like, oh my fucking god, man. I went through so many different people to try and get it, you know, done. And at the end of the day, I found out that one of my friends, who's like been dating one of my buds for a long time, and her and I are like, you know, we play games together and all that stuff. She just turns around and she goes, oh, I do this kind of stuff. I could work for you if you want, and I'll even like do a little bit of a discount because, you know, I'll do it as like a pseudo wedding gift for you. And I'm like, are you fucking telling me that the person that I've been looking for was literally right next to me this whole time? Because like some of these,
ain't that life?
Oh man, it was, but yeah, it is what it is. I'm not gonna say like, you know, it's not sexist, it's not anything like that. It's only your artistic preference. But at the end of the day, you know, when you're doing a VTuber model, you kind of want to be associated with, you know, promoting that. So you want to make sure that the content creator is going to promote your stuff. And if it's a smaller content creator as well, you know, people might not want to promote that. And it's fine. It's absolutely fine. Again, not dictating what people need to do. It just hurts my feelings a little bit. What's wrong with people in armor, man? I'm not a clunker. You're a 3D artist in your free time. Anatomy is a pain in the dick. Anatomy is a pain for any type of artist, no?
I gotta imagine it's pretty hard to learn.
I can't draw to save my life. And this time I didn't die twice. A fantastic day to be me.
It's a goober quest. I like goober quests like this.
Do you remember the big and the tiny Otogaron in World?
I remember that. I remember the fucking super moss wine too.
The super boss wine, yeah.
Aw. That's something we're gonna have to do in Frontier. Frontier has some fucking goober quests, dude.
Dude. Oh no. Gonna try our Grand Blue Relink, see how good it is. We got another one. Let's go.
There's a really funny one with a Gypsaros in Frontier.
Fucking Gypsaros of all monsters.
It's you say that, you're gonna laugh your fucking ass off when we do that.
Armor's fucking sick. That's why I love Clone Troopers, Spartans, Space Marines, things like that. It's true. Armor is sick. I'm just misunderstood. The nuclear Gypsaros? Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That quest is really funny. There's also one with a Plesioth that's just gonna make you fucking. The one with the Plesioth is so fucking funny.
I love Plesioth, man. I want to see him back in the mainline series. I'm saying this, but if Gyarados comes back and Plesioth doesn't, I'm gonna be so mad.
I'd pop off for Plesioth. I think there is a legitimately good monster that's just hidden under jank and lack of care.
Yeah, I mean, he's an old guy, right? He hasn't had a modern rendition, so we haven't seen him. I mean, you see him in GU, but GU is still old monsters, right? So,
well, it's unfair for it's unfair for Plesioth because honestly there's a good amount of monsters in GU that did get some nice subtle change work and whatnot. Like Lavasioth is actually GU Lavasioth is legitimately not bad. GU Blango is kind of fun. There's a whole bunch of stuff in GU that had some pretty good work done. Plesioth had like zero work done. I feel like that one they just fucking ripped it right out of second generation. Fucking clank hitboxes and everything.
Yeah, they didn't really
honestly
care for it. Felt a little bit abandoned.
You haven't played 3U. Third generation Plesioth is legitimately good. He's actually like legitimately quite good underwater.
Do you have a fun quest you want to do? Because I'm kind of out of ideas right now.
Let's see. What's just a fucking? What's just a good old boy?
Love to see Beatoto's back, but he's so specific. Like, he doesn't work in ice biomes. He works in snow biomes. Yep. What goofy monster do you want to see in this game? Goofy monster or like a goofed up version of a monster? If you're talking a goofy monster, it's either Plesioth or oh my god, Nibblesnarf. It's either one or the other for me. But if you're talking like a goofy monster quest, I want to see a King Kong sized Chupacabra. Yeah, that'd be funny. I'd like that. I beg, take your armor off. How can you ask me this? What the fuck? People are asking me to take my armor off, dude.
Aren't you just armor?
Well,
isn't that your? Are you like a haunted suit of armor? Is that your backstory?
I don't really know. I died and I woke up like this. Genuinely, I don't know. Some people call me a Doulahan. I'm not a Doulahan. Doulahans don't have attached heads. And my head is very much attached. I still have a physical body, but I can't undress, if that makes sense. Who the fuck is
Yeah,
called
awesome.
XOOX? I swear to God, Connor, you have some weird-ass viewers.
That was. I don't think that's one of mine.
That's not mine. I've never seen this name before.
Have you seen your channel? This is probably one of yours.
This is definitely not a me thing. I'm sorry.
No,
It would have been called like
I'm sure.
Hinoa's feet.
I'm
Sure,
sure.
I would have gone, yeah, that's one of mine. But that is way too specific. That is ironic, and you're all about irony.
Chat, you seen what he's accusing you of being? You don't have to take that, Chad. You really don't. You don't have to take that from him.
Go ahead and spam my comments again, you bunch of fucks. God, that shit was funny. So a zombie stuck in an armor? Excuse me? Zombies are dead. I'm very much alive and conscious. Thank you very much. You guys are just so fucking offensive, honestly. Do you think before you speak?
Stop screaming!
I swear, please.
Stop.
Oh, I haven't been logging with SNS in so long.
I'm so used to this fight now. I had to do it so many times for the laggy video.
Whoa. You know, Siri put it in an interesting way. You guys know how like Fae kind of dryads have no physical. Technically, they have a physical body, but their true form isn't a physical body. You can kind of say that. That's what I am, I guess. I don't know. There's nothing else like me around, so I don't know how to compare myself. You hear a rise when you woke up. You think I serve some Korean edgelord? Fucking hell. Okay, this one I know it's yours. Austin is definitely one of your viewers. He just donated and said, take your armor off. With a gun emoji. God damn it.
Yeah, that one's mine.
Get your kids back on the leash, dog. Ow. Damn. That's golden. Thanks so much for the dodo, Austin. I appreciate you, dog. S tier shit posting. Do you have any games other than Stories 3 that you're looking forward to in 2026?
Ooh. I really need to like recheck and see what the indie market's gonna look like, because there's nothing like super big budget that I'm really looking for at the moment. You know what? I had a buddy point me on that one, and it looks interesting enough, but it's like one where I'd have to... I wouldn't like pre-order or anything. I'd have to just like see what the word of mouth is going to be. Honestly, after like how the scene looked in 2025 and just how much good shit was indie,
Yep.
like I don't take the like the Game Awards as like gospel or anything, but it really stood out to me that like the big pull was mostly on the indie scene. So like
Yep.
obviously your Silk Song, your
Silk Song.
E33. But there's also shit like Blueprints looks really good. I have some buddies who like would die for Blueprints.
I have friends who have like a cult following of that game as well.
There was that like that Lovecraftian like turn-based game I think called like Don't Look Outside or something that like had a good
yes.
viewing. I know that like what was it, Mugenics like just came out and apparently there's a ton of people playing that. Oh, Nuge
New
is dead.
Demon Ex Machina.
So, like, honestly, that's kind of where I want to look a little bit more, is just see what's going to come out on the indie front, because that really seems to be, number one, it's really kind of grown out of this thing as, like, oh, indie's a whole bunch of, like, derivative, 16-bit, like, no, there's, like, legitimately,
There's some
like,
legit bangers in there, like better than AAA Studios levels of games.
legit bangers, but also the production value on the indie scene has gone up considerably. Not that that's, like, the most important thing in the world, like we were just talking about, but, like, E33 is a really, really nice
It's
looking
really
game.
well made, yeah. Real talk.
And Silk Song's not like the highest fidelity, but art production, amazing. Hades 2, oh my god, Supergiant's art
Dude.
production is fucking insane.
What are they feeding
So,
these
like-
devs? Real talk. Like, these games look so incredible.
Passion, apparently.
Not making them work overtime.
Yeah, that's
doing the Blizzard
that's
special.
another thing. Blizzard special.
With the fridge. You don't know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I know that one.
Oh, man. But, now there's a indie game called Tenebis that I'm looking forward to. It's like a little dark fantasy game. There
Ooh, okay.
hasn't been a date announced yet, but the dude is like, oh, I was making this, it's developed by one dude. And he's like, yeah, I was gonna make this into a single player, but people asked me to do multiplayer, so I added multiplayer. And it's just so nice to see this kind of stuff, because like, dude, it's just kind of whatever, because like so many AAA studios just end up having a worse product. Like, I'm sorry, Pokemon fans, you guys get abused, and if you it's okay if you realize it and you're still enjoying the game, it's absolutely fine. It's just video games at the end of the day. But I have people have come to me before and it's like, no, Pokemon is fine. Pokemon is doing just fine. I'm like, no, it's not.
Yeah. No, it's
it's
not.
I think the last decent or good Pokemon game was Arceus. I think that might have been the last like Pokemon game that everyone was like, yeah, this is a pretty good game. Before that or after that, oh, take care, dear. Stay safe out there. But yeah, it like, ah.
Yeah, I tried to get back in on it on Sword and Shield because like, oh, Pokemon game on the Switch. Like I haven't, because I stopped around 4th generation. So I stopped with like, I think Pearl was the one
Yeah,
that
that's
I
when I
had.
stopped. Dude,
I didn't
thank you so
play
much for
Black
the
and White.
gifted membership. Appreciate it, dog. Legend.
I didn't do any of the 3DS ones. So I'm like, I'll try it again. And like, I don't know, man. It just wasn't it. And then I'm like, I'm good. And then like apparently everything after that, like Scarlet and Violet, like got worse.
Yep.
And then fucking
Sword and Shield
whatever.
was also not the one. to
That
write
was the
home
one that-
about.
Yeah, that was the one where I gave it like one last try. I'm like, no, I'm out. Like you're gonna have to. I don't know. I think that there's some people they don't want to be making Pokemon anymore. But like,
No,
it's
I
the biggest.
genuinely think
It
so,
is
yeah.
the single biggest IP in the world. So like, how do you not? Like you can't
It's-
not
Pokemon's
make
turning
shit
into
for
Call
it.
of Duty. Truth be told, that's what it's turned into. It went from
Yeah.
a game that had a good identity and knew what they were doing to just, like, I don't know, dude. I haven't played Call of Duty since Black Ops 2. because like it's just the same game over and over, and they barely try to add shit. And when they do, it's like, oh, here's AI fucking tagged for whatever it was.
But yeah.
Okay, buddy.
Yeah, I'll put a little bit of respect on Pokemon's name. It's not COD bad.
No, it's not COD.
COD
but
is going out.
It's getting there.
Because COD's whole thing is COD wants to be Fortnite so fucking bad, and it's really, really sad. Because at least, like, say whatever you want. Because with Fortnite, and I think Fortnite's kind of had some pretty negative repercussions on like how crossovers are being treated in general.
Yep.
With like a whole bunch of things, like I have to feel bad. This would be a funny. I kind of feel bad for people who really like Magic the Gathering, because like every other thing I only see for Magic now is nothing but crossover packs at this point. I'm like, where the fuck are the actual like Magic cards anymore? It's nothing but crossovers.
Yeah.
And COD's another thing. At least with Fortnite seems to put some modicum of effort into the crossovers that they do. Because I saw some of the crossover models that they had for COD, and oh my, they look like fucking PS2.
Yeah,
they look like
do.
PlayStation 2 models.
They look awful, and it just looks stupid as fuck. And like, I have a friend who's still really into COD, and every single time that he's like, no, it's not that bad, and I was like, bro, I'm gonna be real. You play FIFA and COD, you don't know what a good game is. I'm sorry.
No.
Straight up, you don't have good taste in games, which is fine, because like, I have games that I know are bad that I still enjoy. For Honor, it's a bad game. Like, people don't. I mean, I disagree. I think it's quite a nice game, but like, it's developed by Ubisoft and it has things that I would say class it as a bad game, but I still enjoy it. You know, I still have fun with it. I'm not delusional when it comes to saying that, you know, it is the greatest in a genre, because there is no competition to a medieval fighting game. There is no such thing as that. But like, this friend of mine who plays COD and FIFA, he's like, he always buys the next one, and I'm just like, dude, hop on Monster Hunter, like, wake up. Play anything other than those two, because like, give Fortnite slack all you want, because, you know, true, Fortnite has had some very negative repercussions, but at the end of the day, the reason as to why the game's still going and it's still so much alive, it's because the devs know. The devs know what people want, you know? They want Hatsune Miku for the 6th time while she's hitting the gritty or some stupid shit, you know? And it's fine. Like, it's absolutely fine. But it's crazy to me, because for me, Call of Duty was this, like, military, arcadey, action movie kind of shit. And now it's just, I don't even know. It's just
It's
random.
a cartoon.
It's a cartoon. It's an episode of Rick and Morty. Like, truth be told.
I figured that one would be fun.
Oh, man. That was fun.
Dude,
that was a good time.
Wounded Hollow investigations pop the fuck off, dude.
Honestly.
I loved it.
Oh, they did a really good job.
Fuck yeah, I got a sapphire on the last pull. There you fucking go. Good boy.
I got a Club Plus.
Yay.
Yay. I thought this was proof of a hero, and I was like, why is Laggy there? No, I've had my fair share of proof of a hero for a while.
Oh, have you been running that quest a whole bunch?
So I ran it with Switch Axe a bunch, and I was like, this build's not doing it. And so I came up with this Sword and Shield build that I'm using right now, which is just pretty good. Because I got a really good roll on a Gogma Ardian. But first clear was like 40 minutes, 41 minutes, something like that. My fastest clear, with 2 cards, by the way, is 32. Now I can get it sub 30, but the thing is, this is a quest that for Sword and Shield in particular, it would require me getting Gormagala's Tyranny and Lord's Soul in all of my elemental weapons, which I cannot be fucking bothered. You guys are sick and tired of hearing me talk about how I don't, you know, enjoy like Gogma Ardians too much. I'm more of a fan of make me grind forever instead of make me gamble. Even if, you know, grinding forever might take me 10 hours on one thing, I know that it's a guaranteed reward. And I know that some people don't like it when I say this. It's fine. We can have different opinions. But I am all for, like, bro, when I saw Flyan's video on grinding in Monster Hunter 1, how, you know, upgrading a Fatalis weapon takes however many Rathalos gems and a bunch of other gems in general. I was like, I'd rather do that than sit and press this fucking menu hundreds of times. Because, like, right now I'm at a spot where I have 2 decent Gogma Ardian roll weapons. And the rest of it is just, like, completely wasted because I didn't get enough skills to make builds work. Because I think the Armor Transcendence is, like, one of the best systems they've ever done. Straight up. It's incredible.
That I can agree with.
But then it's shafted by the fucking Gogma Ardian rolls. Because you can't... If you don't get a good Gogma Ardian, that's it. You can't make the specific build that you're going for, which is... I really am a fan of it. Like, dude, how is it that in the end game, I'm using 2 Guardian Rathalos pieces, you know? Like, the build diversity in this particular end game, I keep saying this, but I think Wilds is probably the best end game that we've ever seen, with this much variety and this many reasons to play. But straight up, I don't like gambling. It's the same reason as to why I avoid gacha games like they're the plague, because y'all know what I'm like. Anime titties are my weakness. If there's 2 things that will get you to get, like, if you have listen, straight up, real talk. If you're making a game and you're like, I really want Arc to play and promote this game, put knights in it or put a hot anime woman in it. That's it. Like, I will play your game. but here's the thing, dude. When I went for it, and I was like, when I saw games like, you know, Genshin Impact, Endless Zone Zero, I would see a character and I'm like, this game looks nice and the combat looks alright and the character design is mind-boggling. But I hyperfixate on the one character that I want, and if I don't get it, I will go broke trying to get that shit. Just like I went broke getting Gogma. Like, I have 0 Gogma drops. 0. That's how much I've gambled.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a me thing. I'm not a fan, but, you know, I'm pretty sure there are people that don't mind it or just, you know, enjoy it, and that's totally fine. We don't have to be on the same page about everything. Do you want to do a Jundahad?
Fuck it, sure. You want to do normal or AT?
I was gonna say, can we do 10 stars is AT, isn't it? Yeah, 10 stars is AT.
Yeah.
Fuck it,
There's an AT10, there's an AT9.
I love Raid Down. Let's go. Let's fuck around Raid Owl.
Alright, you post, I'll accept.
Yeah, I'll put. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm off the counter.
Up it goes.
Quest accepted.
No stretch redeem? I don't know what a stretching redeem is. You got gambling problems? I've never gambled. Ever. I've never gambled. I don't have any past stories with this kind of stuff. I want to make that very clear. It's just that if I'm playing a video game, I'd rather, you know, because I'm an old school guy. I'm gonna be 30 in a few years. I'm old. I'm gonna die soon. So when I look at me investing time into a game, I just don't like. I've made an entire video on a system that I think would be better than the Gogma Ardian system, and it is all about more hours but more concise rewards. I just don't like putting a bunch of materials into a menu and then being like, oh, you know, am I gonna get the skill that I want? Because when you have a system like this that requires 2 skills for you to play around with a quote-unquote optimal set, and I'm not saying min-maxing, I'm saying optimal as in it works, right? Then it's a bit disheartening. Because like right now, I would love to continue this build and get a bunch of more sword and shields, but bro, am I really gonna sit here and get, what is it, 6, 7 more? Fuck, don't, and nobody say it. 6 or 7 or 8. Am I gonna get like that many more sword and shields with 2 different skills, considering that it took me like 5 hours to get 1? I'm joking, by the way, about the 30 thing. I know that Rurikon is just ancient. Let's establish that Rurikon is a mummy, but anyone else, it's chilling. We're fine. I'm just joshing around, you know.
Yeah, Rurikon sleeps in a coffin.
Yeah, he does. Ancient motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm looking forward. So I'm gonna, I think probably in March, maybe in April, I'm gonna re-review Wilds, because like, that's kind of my plan with Wilds and then the expansion, but also like 3 and everything is like do the initial review, but then also like a full post-launch like re-review and stuff like that, and just like kind of touch base back. I have plans to do maybe like 3 or 4 kind of post-mortems. I actually have one I have set up and ready. Well, it's not done, but it's almost done. I'll be doing it for Saturday for like the year anniversary of the game. But one thing I think is definitely going to get its own video is going to be talking about like the Ardian weapons and just some ideas to kind of improve the system. Because I'm kind of around there with you. Because I don't love rolling on the menus. I think it becomes like really dispersonal, and I think especially with the Ardian system as well. Because, you know, it's not like the same thing as like those trophy weapons that you get from like hunting something down. It's just kind of like a menu that I turn into a weapon and whatnot. So I don't really love that either. But there is some stuff with this game and with the more kind of like broader reward tables that I'd be interested to see if I would be able to preserve, because there is some stuff that I think has a lot of merit. Because I don't have this kind of like glittering memory of like getting like some of the really rare mats in the older games. Because like there's some stuff with like going for like Rathalos plates in the older like 2nd generation. I'm like, I want to fucking throw myself out a window right now because this is miserable. Because there's some stuff with, especially with Wilds and how broad its reward system is, where I'm like, there has to be some kind of happy medium where there's more control options, there's more satisfaction, there's more like connection to the actual weapons they're making. But at the same time, I'd like to be able to retain this advantage that a game like Wilds has, where it's virtually impossible for any individual hunt to not have some kind of materialist merit to it, with how just like parts can be recycled and like the different rewards, the different tempered tiers and stuff like that. Like there's no way for this for a fight to have like 0 value to it. And it's also very open-ended in like, I feel like I can go and I can fight Raidao, and then I can go fight a Jarakan, and then I can go fight Gog, and then Laggy, and blah, 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 and I don't really feel like there's any punishment for it. So I want to see if there's a way to kind of brainstorm it in such a sense where you can cut down on some of the gambling, or at least give the gambling way more control options, keep up that kind of sentimental attachment to the weapons that you have in some of the older games, but still keeps at least some of those more open-ended reward systems intact, so that you can, I think there has to be some kind of best of both worlds happy medium. I mean, you were just saying it, and I have to agree. I think the Transcendent armor is like one of the best things that they've ever done with Monster Hunter, because it's all it is just high investment. Like it's pretty part expensive.
It's build diversity at its core.
Oh yeah. So it's build diversity. It updates basically every monster set to be at least functional. I don't know, like, well, to be fair, I don't really give a shit if it shakes up the meta or whatnot. That's not really how I play. But like, there's so much more stuff that,
like, sorry to interrupt you. I just need to say that real quick. Functional. For me, it's not about setting a new meta. For me, it's about, I have a build that I want to try, but I can't make it work because of the system. It's that simple. It's not about I'm not squeezing out every single inch of the. No. It's as fundamental as skills, not even stats. But yeah, sorry. Needed to clarify that real quick. Go back.
Yeah. Well, I assume that's what you meant. But yeah. But yeah. So not even the Transcendent. It's one of the greatest things I've ever thought of, because one, it makes it so that like fucking Dosha armor is worthwhile, and Anjanath armor is worthwhile, and like if I really want, I bet I could find something interesting with a whole bunch of shit.
Fucking hell!
A fucking wombo combo there. But the only investment for it is that it's just really expensive. Like, it's very part expensive, very armor spear expensive, very cash expensive, and like that's perfectly fine. Like there's you just pay for it and you have it. Like I want to get better with it, but I was messing around. I got 2 actually like really nice sets playing around with the Dashagama's might stuff. So I have using the Gogma armor, and then I was able to get Dosha's might on like a 2nd roll on a blast hammer, and then I just augmented some Dosha armor, and I made a really nice set which is built exclusively around just offsets for hammer. And I made another set because I wanted to do like offset heavy bowgun with spread shot. So I then took, what was it, like the Guardian Dosha armor because it had a whole bunch of shit for heroics. And I plugged, so I basically have a heroics HBG set using Soregios' shotgun for like the extra dodge damage and shit like that.
That was my bad. I
And
can't question this one.
It's all good. Yeah, man, AT Raid Out don't fucking play.
Group skills should have just cost a shitload of gems. Yeah, I think that's the thing. It's like Connor said it perfectly. Oh, hello. You've given me the cat. Has she done something bad? Oh, okay. Hello, Athena. Sorry, the cat's on the desk now. But yeah, the problem with me is not because like when I say this at first, some people are like, "No, dude, you're trying to min-max the fun out of the game," which is something that I say a lot about people. Like, you know, I don't know, Gogmanzia's releases. Same day, people were like, most effective way to hunt Gogman, you know, kind of thing. Uno Hunter made a meme about that as well a while back, and, you know, I'm 100% on board with that. I think people sometimes are a little too quick to try and optimize the fun out of their discovery experience, right?
I think that's the case with some people, yes.
Definitely the case. Oh, shit, I posted on the wrong camp. Oh, well. But,
oh, did you post? Oh, I'll join.
I just posted one, sorry.
It's all good.
Wait, holy shit. Wait, what? Are we in the same? Are we on the
Yeah, you're in mine.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you're in mine.
Didn't make sure I glitched or something. But, yeah, it's more so the concept, because, like, you have, like Connor and I have been saying, one of the most amazing things that they've ever done, which is the Armored Transcendence. By far, one of the best gameplay design choices they've ever done in Monster Hunter. And it's heavily dragged down by none other than the Gogma Ardian rolls. You know? It's that. And it's also the thing is, like, you can lock one skill, say you get, like, I don't know, maybe you want Gormagalis, Tyranny, and Lord Soul. Okay, you can lock in if you get one of those and try to roll for the next one, but then it's still the same problem. You need to get both of them on the same one, right? So if it was a system where it's like, oh, you got one skill, all right, you can use this resource, which is going to be a bit more expensive, to lock this one, right? And then you can keep rolling and see if you can find the other one that you're looking for, whether it is Jindahad's Revolt, Raydal's Voltage, all that kind of stuff. That would make it a lot easier. But it's the fact that even if you get one of the skills that you like, you can save that, but then if you want to get the other skill that you want to combine, it is two skills that you need to roll for still. So the problem is very much the exact same thing, you know? It's very much the same issue that people are really running into.
Yep.
But if they just
honestly
apply transcending to crafted weapons, what do you mean by that?
Honestly, that could kind of where it's just like really part expensive. Honestly, I think what they would probably want to look at, I have a feeling that they maybe just don't want to try and do like the same thing over and over again. I think one of the best upgrade systems they ever did for the weapons was the augments that they did in Sunbreak. I love how they did augments in Sunbreak. You know, say whatever you want about, because like the anomaly system was not perfect, though I think it had a lot of stuff that was really good about it. But the thing that I loved about the augments in Sunbreak was that it was a mixture of specific part cost and then also what I kind of like call like a VAT system, where all it really needed is a certain amount of points distributed. So if you just had like, I don't know, fucking a billion bloody fang pluses or whatever, just whatever you had, you could throw a whole bunch of stuff in the vat. So again, like every fight had some level of material value, because the only thing I'm a little nervous of is going back to the Guiding Lands, because the Guiding Lands really fumbled its premise by having every identical augment on weapons of the same rarity have the exact same prices.
Yep.
So all you were, dude, the amount of like Guiding Lands Tempered Namiel, Guiding Lands Tempered Namiel, Health Regen Augment, Health Regen Augment, Health Regen over and over.
And that's the problem, because the concept was solid. Like, the Guiding Lands as a gaming concept, like, oh, you go into this area, you can control the monster spawns, it was solid. But it was the thing of, like you're saying, you need the Namiel, because you know you're going to need the Namiel for, like, I don't know, 4 weapons. So you have to hunt Namiel for fucking ages. And even with the anomaly, the concept of the grind was good. Like, you have all these different monsters, you can level them up, you're hunting a lot of the roster, if not the whole roster, which is great. What fucked it up? Courier's crafting. Again, gambling on skills and weapons. That was like another system that, man, I don't get along with RNG that well. I know that Monster Hunter is built upon RNG, like monster drops, but at least when I do a monster drop, I'm like, oh, I hunted you to get this kind of drop that I'm using now. Not, oh, I am sitting in a menu, pressing the same button 15 times over to try and get this drop that I want, right? That's the key difference for me. I'm okay with monster RNG because I'm killing the monster. I'm playing the game. But if I'm just at a menu, like, I'm not really hunting, you know? And
that's one of the main things.
No, sorry, go ahead.
That's kind of like one of the main things that I think is a big issue with, honestly, is that. Because, like, with some of the systems that are in place, and just, like, by sheer number comparison, I really don't feel like I'm grinding that much more in something like Wilds than I am in, say, like, an older game. But there's that sentimental aspect, right? Like, I think you hit the nail on the head really well, is, like, if I'm just sitting in a menu with an arty weapon and I'm doing roll, 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 then, like, fucking whatever. I have zero attachment to it. It's honestly, it's just kind of like a piece of code that got really good stats. And, like, one of the biggest things that cued me into that is I was playing GU just for fun with a couple of my friends, and, like, one of the dudes rocked out with the bloodbath sword, and I'm like, the two of us who were playing with them were just like, ooh, because, like, anybody who knows that is like, you know how much effort someone had to put in to get bloodbath.
Use that weapon, exactly. That's what I miss. Like, exactly. The Artian weapons in general already are fumbled, in my opinion. Like, that's just a design choice that I don't agree with. I think that they go against the core of the game, which is you hunt the monster to get the fire weapon or the fire-resistant armor, and the Artian weapons just say fuck all of that and they throw it out the window, which is a problem for me because, like, the only reason as to why the monster weapons are in the game right now is for you to craft layered weapons. That's it.
Basically,
And it's like you're still interacting with it, so at the end of the day, they still have a solution. But ideally, especially in a game like Wilds, where they're like, oh, every weapon has its own unique skills. I'm like, bro, that sounds sick. People are going to make some insane builds with this kind of stuff, right? And then you get to it, and it's like, no, people just use Artian weapons all the time. And Gogma Artians are that, but with even more RNG. And I'm like, bro, that's not it. That's not it. I don't want to be sat in the menu. Like, when I see... It's like you said, you see someone with the Bloodbath Greatsword in GU, and you're like, bro, this guy is dedicated. Like, you know, that could be someone's husband. Looking at someone doing that kind of shit, like, bro, my boy has commitment, not commitment issues, commitment proficiency, right? And then, but you see that in, you know, I saw people posting about their stats weapons on Twitter for Gog Martin. It's like, that's cool, I'm happy for you, but you just clicked the button and you got lucky.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I've thought about this for a very long time. I think with a number of people, like, they say kind of what they feel, but I don't think that they always kind of, like, think out the issue. The issue really, I really don't think the issue is, like, grinding. In some cases, I have to grind, like, honestly, a little bit less. And that's kind of in some ways why I don't mind it as much, because, like, again, I've had a couple of, like, I've had a couple mat grinding nightmare stories in the older ones, but at the same time, just like, yeah, I get a nice Artian weapon, but like, I don't feel anything for it. It's just like, I just have it and it's nice. But then with like some of the unique skills on like some of the TU weapons, like the Surrey.
Yeah, Jack was about to say, Jack, like, guy in Twitch chat just said exactly what you're going to bring up, but go on. Keep cooking, keep cooking.
Yeah, I think some of my favorite weapons in the game are the Soregios bow guns. Because, like, nothing else had that. And, like, the Mizu weapons had some pretty fun stuff on it, at least to play with, even if they weren't, like, the greatest thing ever.
Do you want to know what I would rather have on this build? Because I mentioned I have Guardian Raffles to have Scorcher, right? Do you know what goes really well with Scorcher? White Flint Thorns, which is the Zoshia's weapon skill, which you cannot find anywhere else. And I'm just like, that would have been... I like doing that. But now it's just, and it's a fact of like, oh, but you know, you don't have to do with it. You don't have to do it. You're just trying to be, you know, more efficient. But like I said, I'm not addicted to the best stats. I'm not addicted to like, I need to get 4 EX rolls on my weapon. I don't care about that. I care about, am I combining skills to make a diverse build to suit my play style? Not bigger numbers, just, you know, the skills that suit my you know, my play style. That's it. And with that, when I see like something as unique as Scorcher and White Flame Torrent just not being as good as a Gogma Ardian weapon with even bad rolls, I'm just like, it's a shame. It's a shame because that's a strength of the game that is not being focused. It's being like pushed away.
Yeah. At the same time, I'm not like, I kind of feel like the Gogma Ardian stuff really kind of only exists because like they probably put so much stuff into the Ardian stuff already that they weren't just gonna like fucking trash it. Yeah. But I am a little heartened by the fact that like Ardian shit is just really unpopular. So like, I'm hoping that they're just like, okay, we're not gonna do this again for the I'm really hoping that they just don't do it again. I think this is gonna be what we did. Like we dealt with this with the Rampage weapons for base rights, right? Rampage weapons were kinda, yeah.
But I think they were a bit less RNG because you would empower them. It was kind of like the meta, quote unquote, was the same for everyone. Everyone would use the same skills, but it was less RNG because it'd be like, oh, here's my my Rampage weapon. Here are the skills that I put on it that pretty much everyone else is putting on it. But at least it's like, oh, I grinded the monster for these materials. I'm putting them into the weapon. And then they got completely dropped when it came to Sunbreak. And I think that's probably what we're going to see with this game. Yeah. But it's like, you know, Capcom really wants you to like Monster Hunter even more. I mean, why else would they give Wilds, like base game, so many different things to do, right? You can grind talismans, you can be out here grinding Gog, you can be out grinding the Archtimp for 10 stars. There's multiple things for you to do. Insane amount of things for you to do. But if that's their vision forward, then they need to make sure that players are more and more satisfied with the system. And from the majority of it, it sounds like not a lot of people are, you know, very pleased with Gogma.
Completely, at least, yeah. But, yeah, no, yeah. I think that there is definitely a happy medium. Because I think, realistically speaking, and this is kind of the approach that I want to take when I really start to cover this, realistically speaking, there's going to be, at the very least, some form of, like, broadband fucking large-scale table. And that, you know what? Fine. If I have to deal with it in some respect, okay, whatever.
100%. 100%.
The weapons were a bridge too far.
Yep. It's just too core to the game, and it's like, nobody here... I have all the swords and shield crafted, but that's only because I was like, oh, you know what? I want to make every layered sword and shield. But I don't use a single one of those weapons.
Yep.
Like, not one. Also, I don't know where all of you guys from Twitch are coming from, but welcome to the chat, yo. I'm just hanging out with my bud. We're talking Monster Hunter with chat, so I apologize if I'm not reading as many messages.
Hi, Arch friends.
Friend. I gave him a... Yes, I did give Connor a cute little chef hat.
Yay. Hey man, I'll talk more about cooking if you want to talk. If you want to go back to the cooking conversation.
We're cooking.
But no, I do. I do like talking about Monster Hunter, just mechanics in general with you. It's fun.
Yeah, I like chatting with you, man. If it wasn't for the time difference there, I say we'd be around each other like way more.
Yeah, I mean, I can make time, so like, all you got to do is ask. But I also know you're wicked busy, so like, I get it.
I say this to every single person that like I know that is a friend and is also a creator. When you see me streaming, people can just join. I don't give a shit. Nyx does this all the time.
Yeah.
Like, she sees me live, she's like, yo, I'd like to do 1 or 2 hunts. I'm like, hop on, bro. I'm not a person that is asking with that kind of stuff at all. Like, literally the reason as to why we are collabing today is because I was like, you know, there was the whole bit with the comments and stuff. And I was like, dude, that is hilarious. We should play some more Wilds together because it had been a while since Connor and I played together. And we were like, let's set up a stream so that we can hang out and, you know, play some games. Do a couple hunts. Ooh, GG.
Nice.
But yeah, not happy medium, perfect way to go. Because it's like what I said as well is not all the weapons will have monster weapons that suit everything. Like Switch Axe doesn't have a single blast Switch Axe in the monster tree, and I think that's where the Ardian weapons should have come in. They should have been like a little complement, right? To be like, oh, because your weapon doesn't have this element, when you go hunt this monster and you want to use this element or this status, that's what the Ardian weapon is there for. But not reality. They definitely added jiggle physics to Gemma, bro. I swear to God. I'm seeing more polygons. My third eye is opening.
So minutes on that? That's a good run for a 10-star, Ray.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, dare I say.
Damn! Full focus, full antivirus, and a 2. Holy shit!
Jesus.
That's... Wow.
That's
All right.
busted. That's the great sword talisman right there.
And then I just got full off guard, full rec speed, and a weapon slot on an 8. Oh, these... Damn,
Gross.
these 10 stars are
Hold
pretty
on a
fucking
second,
good.
my man. My man, hold on a second. You're saying that breasts are gross? That is sexist. Everyone be beautiful.
Booby.
Boobs.
Boobs.
It's incredible how that doesn't change. When you
there's a
realize,
present
like, when you
only
see your
available
first
right
pair of
now.
jugs, it's like, oh yeah, that's more to life than Legos. Legos are still very much there, but you know.
Dude, life has Legos and tits? Holy
And
shit.
titties, like, damn.
Maybe living
Living the
ain't so
dream.
bad after all.
You know that meme? It's like loneliness, depression, and then the door kicks open. It's like, OMG, Gemma from Most Hunter Wilds. Oh man. Let's see. What could we do? What else? What else would be fun?
You want to just fun run a GOG?
We can fun run the GOG, yeah. Again, the problem is I'm not going to do any fire damage because I don't have a good fire already on weapon. And it won't work with the build. It will make like 3 different skills useless.
This one.
Actually, this... I just realized something. This build is pretty bad with GOG. Because I don't get power clashes or pins. Fuck. I would need another Gamma piece.
Do you want me to post or you to post?
You can post if that's alright, me boy. Sponge me
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah, just let me know when you're not in a menu so you can actually, like, accept it.
Yeah, give me what, like 1 quick sec. I'm trying to unfuck the things that I fucked up. I need to also talk to the. You know what? Fuck it. We just ball it because otherwise I'm gonna sit here for 30 minutes trying to make this build work. All right, posted, my boy.
All right, going up. And there we go. Ugh.
Here we go.
Arknight, Ragna, and Dirt.
Yes. I want to see Malzeno back so much. After they revealed him to be in Stories 3, I'm like, bro, you know people like him. You know he deserves to come back. Please.
Oh, I mean, Malz is fucking beloved. Yeah, no, he was that. What a fucking like massive success. They have to know how much of a huge success Malz was. I mean, he came. I think Primals was
Primordial.
He was top 20.
Primordial was number 13, and I know this because he's my favorite monster. I got a statue of him. For the longest time, I'm like the biggest Legiana and Valstrax fan, but when he dropped, I was like, they made an Elder Dragon a knight, and like everything about him bangs. His design is kicker, his fight kicker, his lore kicker, his like armor and gear kicker, like everything about him 100%. Like this monster couldn't be any better, genuinely. And it's crazy to me, right? Because I have this discussion a lot. Some people go, I would like Monster Hunter to not drip feed us and release with all the title updates included. And I'm like, I'll tell you right now that I disagree, and it's fine if people think I'm wrong. It's absolutely fine. But the reason as to why I disagree is because a lot of the things that we see, a lot of the improvements that we see in title updates only happen because developers are actively working on making the game better. So, you know, game too easy? Okay, harder quest, 8 stars. Oh, we can only farm GOG to get GOG Guardian weapons? Alright, 10-star weapons, tempered, for you to get the materials, right? So these kinds of things only happen with the title updates being a live interaction between consumer and provider. And the reason as to why I'm such a big simp about it, on top of everything, is because if it wasn't for the fact that title updates released, you know, with the life cycle of the game, Primordial Malzeno would have never existed. Neither would have Fatalis in Iceborne. Never.
Another big thing is, even if they did, but they came shipped, a lot of them wouldn't be as good as they would have. This was something I was talking about a little while ago, but being someone, and I've been honest about it in multiple instances, I did look at leaks of, you know, Wilds when it was coming out, and there was a whole thing with Seregios and Laggy were supposed to be, from what I've heard, base roster. That they would have been around the same tier that Gravios is currently in the game. It'd be like right around there. But like, I think the big thing was like it's well known amongst anybody who paid attention to like the leak end of things is like Jindahad was a massive problem child for the game's development.
Yep.
But so it was for that reason, at least from what I remember from what insight I have, that Seregios and Laggy were delayed. But if Seregios and Laggy didn't get delayed, they probably would have been, like, perfectly fine. But not even talking about just, like, the underwater component. Those two fights would not be as good as they are if they weren't pushed back into title updates.
Yep.
So, like, there's a whole thing with just, like, development time and budgeting and, like, gameplay improvements and feedback intaking. Because, you know, as much as, like, the kind of more live service thing could breed a whole lot of really bad habits in the industry, when the team and the everything, like, actually cares, and no, we're not just doing this to put out a game in, like, a mock alpha and whatnot. Like, no, we're actually, like, we just want to keep working on it. Like, they do it for, they do what the system is supposed to be for. You get shit like that where, you know, as much as, yeah, sometimes the more modern Monster Hunter games can be a little dependent on a lot of their really interesting and engaging content coming in on like a back end through the title updates. At the same time, the advantage of that is that like some of the older ones have some weird jank and odd shit that's just gonna be
forever,
kind of mid. Yeah, no, it's just forever. Like the fucked up charm tables in 3U, those are there forever unless they like port it and remaster it and fix it. The wacky, like, not all that great mechanics behind the Apex monsters and the Y stones in 4U, that's just there forever. Like, that's just never gonna go away. The
Do you want to know something
really
funny, by the way, just before you develop your point even more? You know how you were talking about the whole thing of, oh, people saw leaks of Lagiacrus and Seregios and they were cut content? I'll tell you right now, they're not. What was cut content is High Ranks Oshia and the Gathering Hub. That's 100% cut. But I'll tell you why, right? I have friends that work in game development, and a lot of the time leaks are like, oh, we found, you know, files referring to this monster or that monster. But what people don't understand is that just because a file is in, you know, hidden somewhere in the game's files, that doesn't mean that it's developed. It could have just been as simple as we put that in there because we're going to work on it later, or we started developing it, but, you know, it's literally just the monster textures. None of the moves have been worked on. So a lot of the time, this is why I tell people all the time, like, I don't really consume leaks. I'm old school. I don't, you know, I just don't see the joy in it, and I understand that a lot of people do, and that's totally cool. I think if people are enjoying leaks in a control environment, unlike some dickheads that put it on their fucking thumbnails, I think it's fine. But
we talked about him.
That shit. Oh, Christ. But yeah.
Yeah, we've joked about that guy on stream before. We don't have to say names,
constantly. If you know, you know, basically. But I'm like, you know, if you're enjoying leaks in a controlled environment, by all means, go for it. Just make sure that when you understand this, leaks don't mean this thing is finished, right? For example, I like to say this every single time someone goes, leaks are always right. Oh yeah? If leaks are always right, Lagiacrus would be in World.
If leaks are always right, why isn't the Grinch in Smash Ultimate?
Honestly, why was Waluigi not in Smash Ultimate? He was in the files. But, oh man, it's just this thing where, like, I understand that people enjoy leaks, but please consume them with a little bit of background knowledge. Don't just be a blind, dumb consumer not knowing what's going on. Understand that these leaks will not, you know, be 100% accurate 100% of the time.
Well, my whole thing was just an honesty policy, because I just, like, I found them, and I'm like, all right, well, now that I've started reading them, I'm just going to read all of them, fucking whatever, because they don't really ruin anything for me. But then, like, when, like, the marketing was going through, I tried to just be honest with it multiple times, like, yeah, no, I've seen this, I've seen this, I've seen this. I'm not going to talk about it, please don't talk about it in the chat or anything, but, like, I know this. Well, I didn't use, like, any specific terms, but, like, I know stuff,
about that. No, I think that is absolutely fine. Like, that is 100% fine. To you, it doesn't change your experience, so why would you care? But then you're also aware of the fact that, like, as a creator, and not even that, as a content consumer, you're like, I shouldn't be talking about just everything willy-nilly because there are people whose experience is affected by this kind of stuff, you know? And I think that's the commendable part, truly. Because a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people don't. Like, dude, with Wilds, I've had to ban so many motherfuckers before Title Update 2. Because it's like, hey, let's not talk about it, you know, I don't want to talk about spoilers. And then the dude's like, oh, who cares, bro? It's not even that deep. Who cares if this monster's in the game? And I'm like, bro, what is your problem? What kind of earwig is lodged in your brain to the point where you say, don't do this, and then someone still does it? Like, hello?
Yeah.
But yeah, sorry, I just wanted to quickly go back to the leaks thing, but continue.
Yeah.
About the whole title update conversation that we were having.
I think I mostly got my point across, is that, like, thankfully you know, say whatever you want about, like, the choices they actually make for the, like, you can like them or dislike them, but I think it's pretty undeniable that the people who make Monster Hunter really, really like Monster Hunter and want it to be good, at least generally. So, like, that is where you have the benefits of having, I don't know, no, I think, like, Monster Hunter is, with the title updates, is effectively a live service, but it's not under this delusion that it's going to be some forever live service that'll just go and go and go and go, like some companies assume that they're going to have some, like, fucking 50-year-long plan with one game.
Yep.
So that's where you kind of get the benefits, because, like, yeah, no, there are objective issues in some of the older games, as much as I do like them, and then they just, unless they're remastered, they will just never be addressed. And if you're playing them, you just kind of have to fucking deal with them. And, like, if you don't mind, sure, that's perfectly fine. But, like, still, that's something that, like, the older games are just never going to have the ability to have touched up. It's like whatever jank that they have, that's what they have. So there's at least, like, one or two really prominent things with basically any of the older title that just, like, you're just going to have to deal with it if you're going to play those games. And, like, if you're fine with it, you're fine with it, sure. But it's one thing where, like, they can, with something like a Wilds or a World or a Rise, like, they can take the feedback, they can change things, tweak things, move things around, make things stronger, more powerful, less powerful.
And the big,
you know, we were just talking.
Oh, sorry, no, I thought you were done. My bad.
Yeah, like we were just talking about, like, hopefully with the thing is, like, they either severely tone back or very much change how they want to handle things like the Ardians or, like, anything, or just, like, get rid of them completely in the expansion. Is like, well, with some of the older ones, say, like, fucking Dose had Ardian weapons. Well, we kind of can't have that conversation about how we might want them changed or fixed or tweaked, because, like, that conversation doesn't really exist.
Yep.
So
it's there. You deal with it, or, you know, fuck off. But, like, dude, the biggest thing about title updates for me as well, which is definitely an opinion that is affected by my position as a content creator, but it's the fact that, like, bro, I'm gonna be for real. If Monster Hunter Wilds came out with all the title updates, people would just rush to the end. Every fucking time.
Yep, they would.
They wouldn't take their time enjoying their game. And, like, that's what I like about title updates. Oh, I finished the game? Okay, what is like currently some of the best things that I can do, right, for my playstyle? Oh, this new monster is out. Now I can try something new. Oh, this other monster is out. Now I can try something new. Oh, there's a new endgame system. Now I can try something that I've wanted to try since the other title update. And that is, to me, one of the biggest positives. Because, like, at the end of the day, as much as I love Monster Hunter and I've sink, like, I don't know, almost 800 hours into Wilds, I still want to play other games.
Oh yeah.
You know? And like, oh, this title update is done? Okay, fantastic. Do I still want to play it? Do I still want to grind? No? Yes? Fantastic. Like, let me go back and play Space Marine 2. Let me go back and play, like, let me go into Frontier, right? But yeah, Monster Hunter's never going to be this forever game, ever. But title updates allow the game to stay more in tune with itself. And I'm a big fan of the title updates. To be honest, I don't think there's ever going to be a time where I am going to wish a full quote-unquote release. Because for starters, Monster Hunter games are going to take so much longer. So much longer to have done. And it's the whole thing of, like, I know for a fact that in those title updates or full versions of the game, we would find something and it'll be like, I don't like this. But then, oh well, what am I going to do? The game is done. Like, patches can only go so far. Sword and shield on the head is just so satisfying. God damn it. Oh, what about that guy? You don't know what listen. Long story short, content creator did stuff that he shouldn't. Released a bunch of spoilers for a game that we're not gonna call, but it was well, I guess you could say it. Rise, maybe, was one of them. What do you think, Connor?
I know there's one guy specifically that I'm thinking of did a whole bunch of them for Wilds.
Wait, hold on. I think I know which one it is. Starts with well, ends with an S, yeah? Or sorry, ends with an H.
Yeah.
Okay, we know the dude. Yeah, so this guy like basically reported on leaks and all that stuff, which again, not inherently wrong, but this is the kind of dude that would like go into comments of other videos and drop it, and then not only that, his thumbnails would have spoilers.
Yep.
So,
and then he tripled down, and it was really funny.
yep. People called it out. I was like, hey, dude, you can keep doing this, but maybe if you're doing this, you know, you should probably do it without spoiling it and all that shit. And then, yeah, his whole thing was, I don't understand why people would care because I don't. And it's like, bro, you're such a fucking idiot. Here we go. Oh, I've never guarded here before with sword and shield.
That's so cool that they'll let you do it if you have a shield weapon. I love that.
I love this shit. Yeah, it's like, I don't want to bring up names because I know sometimes people like to get a bit heated, and at the end of the day, like, I don't believe in sending hate to anyone. Like, I'm a big believer of, yo, if you don't like someone or something, just don't interact with it. The more attention you give something that you don't like, the more attention, you know, the more you will be promoting it. So, but yeah, it was real cringe. I like that Connor and I have never spoken about it, but we know exactly what we're talking about.
I think everybody knows. How? What the?
Jesus.
Huh? I thought it was I? That's weird. I thought I was in lie down. That was very odd. I'm not 100% sure why I got hit by that. That was, huh? Weird.
Music is going to be 100% mandatory on the dog. I mean, in the first phase, you don't need to rock it. You can just climb with the rock. And not to mention, some weapons can counter it. Switch Axe counters that really easily. Oop.
Conduct evasive maneuvers. It's going to attack.
How we feel if focus mode becomes a series permanent? Focus mode by itself isn't the worst idea, but the biggest problem with focus mode, in my opinion, is lack of commitment to animations. I don't think it's right for Great Sword to do a complete 380, like 180, sorry, and hit a TCS. That's kind of, you know, it's a little bit too much in my opinion. And kind of like focus mode always kind of exists. It's just aiming. Ranged weapons have always had that ability.
Yeah. The idea that I came up with that I kind of liked is that, like, if you're in mid-animation for certain attacks, that, like, the game will be programmed to kind of, like, throttle the turn speed. Like,
Yeah.
if you have focus mode and you're not doing anything, then, like, it'll be normal, but it'll do, like, a forced throttle when you're trying to attack. I think that could be something, maybe. I don't know. That's just an idea.
I mean, truth be told, if it wasn't for the fact that focus strikes are in here, and if it wasn't for the fact that, like, you can just genuinely turn your character around 3 fucking times, I don't think I would. Like, you see, most of my gameplay, I don't really engage with focus mode, but it's not because I'm like, I'm against it, it's because I don't need it.
Yeah.
Unless I need to overcorrect, which is the whole point. Like, I shouldn't be allowed to overcorrect when I fuck up massively. You know, I should be punished. It's the whole lack of friction. I've spoken about this with Worldcon before, but yeah, because like, although I love Wilds and I have a great time with the game, one of its bigger fundamental issues is lack of friction, especially in low rank.
Oh yeah, I mean low rank barely exists.
No, low rank they went too hard. On, you know, I get it that they were like, oh, we want to make this the next big thing. It's following Monster Hunter World. It needs to be like accessible and shit. I'm like, yeah, you guys way overdid it.
Preparing an attack.
Yeah, and now I don't have any low rank monster parts, so if I ever need them for talismans or like weapon upgrades, I'm like, fuck, okay, I gotta go back and okay.
Yeah.
A better lock-on system would be better. Yeah, my thing, like, I think focus mode is fine. I think they could, like I said, like, you could slow it down when there's, like, attack commitments and shit like that. Like, that would be nice. I am generally very happy with how they changed around, like, monster movesets. Definitely to, like, combat the amount of fluidity. Like, I think that they matched focus mode against monster moveset. I talked about this a whole bunch of times, but I do like how fluid and, like, reactive and mobile the monsters feel. And I think that has to be at least, like, in part due to focus. I know you can still fight everything fairly comfortably without it, but I feel like it's just something that they kind of, like, took into consideration. It was like, well, if the player's going to have this much extra movement, well, then, okay, let's give.
Difficulty of the game.
Yep. And I really, it's, honestly, it's a big reason why I'm as big a fan of, like, Dashagama as I am. Because he's a monster who's like, I'm gonna like cross you up, I'm gonna like try and go at your side, I'm gonna like bite at you and claw at you and just try to like move in these different angles and just kind of like finagle around and get all weird. I thought he was like a really good introduction to how focus mode worked. And then you have, like, I have endlessly good things to say about Seregios in this game, but I like how it's like swoop around and then kick to one side and swoop around and kick to the other side. And
Seregios in this game is crazy. You know what, like, monster would be really cool to fight with a altered version of focus mode? Magna Malo.
Probably, yeah.
Magna Malo, I think, would go super hard. Because I get that focus mode is meant to, like Hunter said, make sure that you keep up with some of these monsters. But in some cases, it's like, you don't just keep up. You have no consequence, right? Like, you fuck
For some
up,
things, yeah.
but you just don't miss because you're just allowed to overcorrect. And I think that's the problem. It's the fact that, like, I like the commitment to animations. I like thinking tactically about what I'm going to throw next. Because, like, Sword and Shield's great in this game, don't get me wrong. But, like, focus mode makes this weapon busted. Busted as shit. Like, it's crazy. You never miss. Ever. And by, like, as a byproduct of this is people having bad positioning. When I was casting the Monster Hunter EMEA tournament, one of the things that I wanted to highlight and tried my best to do was tell people, like, look at people's positioning. One person is on one area, the other person's on the area. People aren't, like, all over each other kind of thing. And yeah, I think focus mode contributes a little bit to people getting a little lazy with positioning. But yeah, I don't think it's like I don't think it's a oh get rid of this, bin it. No, I think it's like there's definitely positives here, but maybe not leaving it at its current state. That's for sure. Maybe when
you can make it better, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Let's see. What time do you need to get going, by the way? Because we've been going for a little over 3 hours. No, I'm not rushing, but you are.
I'm sorry, Connor. I'm sorry that I'm enjoying spending time with you, you little bitch.
No. I wanted to be courteous because I know you're.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
It's what, like 9:15 where you are right now?
It's 9:15, yeah. So I'll maybe do one more, and then I'm gonna call it. Are you gonna keep streaming it?
Oh, I'll see maybe.
Because if you are, I'll send my YouTube people over to you.
Yeah, if you wanna, sure.
I'll give you my little knights and squires, so that Connor can take care of you, because he's still alive.
Yeah.
Say that you didn't know because his name is literally on the fucking title of the stream.
I might see if like I might stick around for a little bit. I might see if like some of my guys are off work if they want to just like hop in Discord or whatever. But yeah, no, I just wanted to be mindful of
eat my balls, by the way, because it was because of him that the whole fucking comment thing started.
It was entirely his fault, yeah.
That unironically, like, make it seem like I'm really angry at him. Like, dude, I had to apologize to him. Like, what you did really crossed the line. But, like, truth be told, I think the guy's funny as shit. And you know, I'd love to hang out more, but try to you know, if you catch him when I'm gone, be like, dude, Ark's so upset with you.
I'm counting on
He would not buy that.
Oh fuck. Oh shit. Well, there goes my master plan. Can we get a spot for Connor, please? Wasn't the Clutch Claw a bit OP? Clutch Claw became OP when you were able to tenderize. Take tenderize out of the equation, and I actually think Clutch Claw wasn't that bad. I think you might have to post because people keep dropping out of my quest and filling it in too fast.
That's fine. Let me know when yours is down.
Hold on. Oops. Alright, mine is down.
I talked about, I'll do a little bit of advertising if anyone in your audience hasn't seen it, but I did a really long oh shit, I just left automatically. Fuck! Alright. I did a really long comprehensive review of World and Iceborne. Clutch Claw got a really meaty chunk all to itself, where I ruminated on that mechanic for a very long time. Honestly, my thing with Clutch Claw synergized, like, too well with a lot of other mechanics that were already... That's kind of my thing, is I think Monster Hunter World and Iceborne, in terms of how its mechanics work together and how they congeal together, I think that might be like one of the most self-cannibalistic Monster Hunter games out there. The way that the mantles interacted with the Clutch Claw, interacted with tenderizing, interacted with hit zones, interacted with Wex, interacted with Agitator, interacted with the Fatalis armor. Like, there's a lot of cannibalization in how that game was set up.
Agree.
I think Clutch Claw really just kind of like brought everything together and mashed it in a pile. Because honestly, the thing Clutch Claw with, honestly, I kind of blame Rocksteady and the Temporal Mantle, because the thing that should have been really, really cool about Clutch Claw is if you went with how like the developers kind of wanted you to go about it, because like you're looking for an animation where the monster's going to do a large commitment attack, not using the part of the body that you want tenderized. So like if you want to tenderize the head of a Rathian, you're looking for like the tail flip or something like that, just as an example. And you do that because you really want like a high commitment move on the monster's end, because tenderizing takes like quite a number. It takes a couple of seconds for it to go through. So it's a very high risk thing. And if you get, if an attack goes through on the body part, then you're going to take damage that you can't escape from, etc., etc. So it's going to be like a risk reward thing. If you take the Temporal Mantle and kind of the Rocksteady Mantle, then it's nothing but reward.
Yep, it is just literally win, because you can't get staggered off of it. You won't take too much damage. It is, yeah. Like,
That's
I think
why
it was a
Electro
good
is
idea with not the best execution because, like Connor said, if you and it wasn't hard to do this, you could literally abuse it so easily
Oh yeah.
by just bringing agitator because you could set the monster to be enraged with 3 smacks and the mantles, which would basically allow you to do all of that for free. It's all this kind of shit that kind of piled onto each other, which basically made it tricky. And then when they were like, oh, now all weapons can, because at first was light weapons can grab slinger ammo, heavy weapons tenderize.
Yeah.
But then they were like, tenderize is so broken, we gotta make sure that everyone gets that, because they just straight up made weapons that could tenderize like better.
Oh yeah, they did a decoration, I think, so that weapons could do the ammo and the tenderize on one.
Yep. But yeah. It, like, even with mantles, I straight up don't like mantles. Never did, never will. I don't think
That's
mantles
fair.
are... I kind of enjoy them for a little bit, but I'm just like, oh man, I don't like having to put this on and off, and I think they should have a more utilitarian kind of thing, not pure damage. Like, I'm really against the Gormagala mantle. I think it's too much.
Yeah, thankfully I don't. That's the one I don't use. The only one I really use in this game is evasion mantle, because that's actually a skill input.
Evasion mantle is really cool with a spread heavy bowgun.
I like evasion mantle. I liked the elemental mantles in World and Iceborne because they had like some extra properties like paralysis negate or like aqua mobility or like dragon attack up or some other shit like that. Like I thought those were kind of fun. And then I did like glider mantle because glider mantle was like the one where that one opened you up to like actually have a different play style and have like a baby aerial style from Generations. I like that one.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think they focused on the wrong side of mantles this time around. I think instead of doing mantles that focus on utility and, variety, it's like, oh, here's just the damage. This is like, one of them is Rocksteady.
The damage mantle.
I think Rocksteady by proxy is just more damage as well, right?
Well, I mean, if you're not getting knocked around by anything and not flinching, then yeah, no, you just have uptime.
It's more uptime, and you have it's like free what's the name of the skill? Earplugs, that kind of stuff, and I'm just like
Earplugs, tremor res, and wind res, yeah.
It's a little too much for me, but yeah, like the Gormagala mantle, straight up broken. They shouldn't have done that.
Don't get caught up in it.
Yeah, I've strangely never played with it. I think I played with it like once or twice.
I played with it when I did Brook the Hero runs, but I'm just like, it's literally just more damage numbers.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't.
Yeah,
think
honestly,
the
give me more skills. Give me more skills that are like damage or health reduction with damage increases. I like those. I want dereliction back so fucking bad, dude. You have no idea.
Same, bro. On what I wouldn't do to do like another Malzeno build. Not even primordial, just like regular.
That's why I love the Omega Greatsword so fucking much, because it's the only thing that gives me that fucking rush, dude.
Yeah. The edge of losing your HP, but still struggling with it. Oh man. I was just thinking now because I'm just like, I fought Malzeno in Stories 3 and I wanted to talk about how that mechanic fights, but I can't. I'll be in trouble. Because they did a really good job, that's all I'm gonna say.
We'll figure it out. Yeah, we're almost there.
You guys are almost there, and then I'll be able to talk to people about this game because it's killing me.
Oh, I'm so excited. March is gonna be such a good month for me.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be dope. I'm gonna be a husband. Never thought I'd be a fucking married man.
Yeah.
The twists and turns.
Hey man, nothing but the best for you on that front.
I appreciate it, dog. Look at that thing. Come on, dog. When you hit the little artifact stuff to him, the damage is just... These NPCs are fucking some serious wounds.
Boom.
So the team doing a good job in watering. More at 7. They do a good job, but it could be better. That's crazy. I'm just Josh.
14 days till Story 3. Damn. Yeah, 2 weeks. That one's gonna be fun. I'm probably gonna stream like multiple days in a row,
Oh man,
like I did for
the
the Wild came out. Probably. That's how I feel with the second. If I feel that way with the second one, I have a good feeling about the third.
The habitat restoration mechanic is like the finest crack.
X. Oh, I imagine so.
Holy
it's fun in
shit.
just the demo.
The stupid shit you could pull off with that is just so funny. It's really good because like another element to the grind, it feels like the Armored Transcendence of stories, right? Where it's like, oh, you can customize your grind specifically to you, but you can do some really funny stuff with it as well, which I won't spoil, obviously. It's just such a good game. Such a good game.
I'll be able to see it no matter where it goes.
It's gonna, and like the thing is, a lot of people don't know this, but stories
That
games
was
get
a
title
close
updates
one.
too. just saying.
Yeah, I don't think they've officially announced anything for the post-launch yet.
No, but you know they get title updates. I mean, Stories 2 got like the metal rafts.
4 or
got,
5 of them, I think. Yeah.
You got a bunch of shit. So you know it's because a lot of people are like, oh, you know, I wish they updated the game, but they do update the game. They don't have expansions for the game yet, and I would love for that to change. But there's definitely title updates that add a lot to the game. Like Fatalis and Stories 2, genuinely one of the craziest shits that I've ever done. Dude, it's so complicated to fight.
I'm looking forward to it. I don't know if I'll get to that before 3 comes out, but like, if I have to go back to 2, oh, like it's one of those things like, oh no, I'll have to
grind, yeah.
yeah, that'll be one of those things like, oh no, I have to go backwards and play Monster Hunter Stories 2 some more. Darn it!
Oh no, I'm gonna have to play the game that I like. Oops, not. It's kind of like you know how people who didn't do too much anomaly grinding, they were like, I want to fight Risen Shigaru, and you're kind of standing there like, you're gonna have to work for it. Risen Shigaru was like master rank 100.
Something like that, yeah. He might have been like one. He was up there.
He was 100, I think.
Yeah.
I think Volstrax was 80 and he was 100.
We seem to be containing its flow.
Risen Crimson Glow Volstrax. Oh, what a fight.
That thing is fucking bananas, yeah.
Dude, oh man. That's why I say, like, I don't understand when people say I don't like Rise. It's not a, like, I don't know. I mean, obviously entitled to your own opinion, of course, but I'm just sat here like, dude.
Sunbreak is one of my favorite Monster Hunter games ever.
For real. No, same. I think Sunbreak is still sitting at my second favorite Monster Hunter game. I still want to say Iceborne is in front of it because I think Iceborne did a lot for the franchise and for my development in Monster Hunter. But Sunbreak is not far off, really.
Yeah. I have a very interesting relationship with World and Iceborne where I think it's simultaneously, I think it's like maybe one of the most flawed Monster Hunter games ever made on like an objective analysis level. There's some weird magic in that game where I'm like, I cannot not adore this thing for some reason. And it might be a nostalgia thing because like when it came out, I wasn't... It's probably that, but I don't know. I think there is legitimately some kind of weird magic ingredient in World and Iceborne.
I think it's just like how much the series changed from previous titles into it, you know? Like I think
a big thing
games
was
that people look at it as like, wow, this is what they attempted to do. Like the future of this game is crazy.
Oh yeah, a big thing for me was like I was because we didn't get Generations Ultimate until Afterworld. So like my buddies and I, we loved 4 Ultimate. We stopped playing 4 Ultimate at some point. And then none of us really got into base Generations. Like, base Generations kind of fell flat for my friend group for a couple of different reasons. So like a lot of us were just kind of out of Monster Hunter for a good long while, and for a good number of people in my friend group, World was just like a really big return to a franchise that had just been kind of backburnered for us for about like 3 years. I think that probably has a lot to do with it too.
Very likely. I was kind of a whatever person when it came to Monster Hunter because I only actually played Freedom Unite and I didn't even complete the game before then, before Worlds. And then I, you know, finished Worlds and I started playing a bunch of the older games. So I went back to Freedom Unite and then I played Monster Hunter 1 on the PlayStation 2. Didn't play all of it because holy shit, you'd have to be sadistic to play that shit. And then you have like Skoy Skull, when he played that, I was like, dude, you're insane. Going to Fatalis with Monster Hunter G, like, you're nuts. And even Flying, I'm like, that's crazy. But you have that. And then there's also, you know, Try. Try was, again, really, really good Monster Hunter game. And then you have For You.
Yeah. Try's so good.
Try's so good, man. I understand why people dislike it. It's the underwater combat. Some people just can't shake it off, and that's fine. I understand. I play it knowing that I like underwater combat because it's atmospheric, not so the combat itself is good, you know?
That was a close one.
Yeah.
The hit stop. Actually, yeah. Did you guys know that when Monster Hunter World was getting released and hit stop was getting introduced, people didn't like it and they wanted it to be removed? And then you flash forward to you flash forward to Wilds, and this is like one of the biggest things that we complain about. Oh,
from the beta, yeah, I remember
that. Because we don't have hit stop, and then they added hit stop. Isn't it funny to see how a lot of the things that we bitch about in one game might be the exact thing that we're asking for in the other?
The Monster Hunter community can very much feel like that thing from SpongeBob where it's like, I don't want pistachio! Then why did you ask for it?
Yeah, exactly. No, on the money. Like, we're a great community, don't get me wrong. Probably one of the best in all of gaming. For real. But holy shit, sometimes we are so indecisive. We're like a indecisive girlfriend saying, I'm hungry, let's go eat.
I don't want anything.
Yeah, well, do you want this? No, I don't feel it. Do you want this? No. What do you want? I don't know. I'll have whatever kind of situation, you know?
Yeah, that's us sometimes.
That's us sometimes. That's fine. I still love us with all of those little quirks. Stop trying to fly, you stupid bitch. The windmill, the dragon, and world made me stop playing. The classic Kushala de Ora experience in World, dude. That they made him a fucking asshole, honestly.
The permanent damage that World has done to that monster's reputation is really
actually
irredeemable. He's not that bad in all of his other appearances.
No. Even in Rise, when they give him like Risen Kushala, I was like, this is fire. But then people were like, but what about Kushala in World? I'm like, bro, stop it. Heal from your past wounds. Grow as a person. Or Kushala de Ora.
The second gen one is not bad. The fourth gen one's not bad. It's just the World one. Give me like fucking one tap when it gets down.
Go for my hero. Oh, you know one thing that I find really weird that they removed? In Rise, the Sword and Shield had a unique block walking animation that we've never seen before. And they didn't bring it back.
Have that, yeah.
I liked it. I thought it was cool.
Careful.
I miss Metsusho Yugeki, man. I miss it a lot.
Same, dude. Sometimes I still think about her. Metsusho.
I could boot up Rise whenever I wanted, but I still miss her. That and I miss Perfect Block on Lance. Very, very. This would have been such a. I don't know why it's not in this game.
Oh, the one where you could do the cross counter. Yeah, that was like insanely big. So I was saying, like in Sunbreak, Lance had so many amazing fights. Bro, you had Crimson Glow, you had Primordial was insane to fight with Lance.
See how much I care?
Oh yeah.
Hang in there.
Scorned with Lance is really fun.
Scorned with Lance is awesome. Yep.
Wyvern gun.
Zinogre is really cool.
I fucking love Lance, man. Such a slept-on weapon.
I could tell that you took some time to have like some good old memory flashback in your head. And it's like,
Oh yes, I
really
did.
like Lance.
I miss my
Really fucking
uppercut
love
from hell.
Oh man, that was a great weapon.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Oh, there we go.
Nice.
Forget you guys get the GG button. That scared the shit out of me. Shirigeki parry is the sickest shit. Real.
Oh,
Real.
the sound effects for it is so fucking meaty, dude. It's so good. It's so good.
As long as it's properly spiced up.
I really want them to bring back oils, dude. I'm gonna die on this hill. I'm gonna be 87 years old and I'll be like, please. Please, the oils, sir.
Hey.
Bring them back.
That one too.
Oh man.
Got a stack of these.
Got some more Dogma materials to try to get another Elemental SNS to have 2 passers. Fucking lovely. A lot of negativity about Rajang and Iceborne, but was one of the most liked fights. I don't like Rajang in general. I don't like any rendition of Rajang in general. It's the same thing that I have with Kieran. I like the monster's design and the concept, but I hate chasing it around the map all the time. It drives me crazy. Let's see. Let me see if I have the little thing where I can just send everyone over to you.
Yeah.
Instantly.
Yeah, I'll keep going for a little bit, I think.
There's a button, and I always forget what the fucking button is, because they just can't make... Just make it a command, YouTube. Don't overcomplicate this shit. I don't know where it is. Huh. Right, we're gonna do this the old-fashioned way. I'm just gonna grab a link, because I'm too tired to search for this. Man. There's Connor. There he is. Okay. I was about to put the link in your chat. Fantastic. So here's Connor's link.
Hello.
I suspect a lot of you guys already subbed to him, but you know, if you're not, come on, man. What you doing? You gotta, because regardless of your choice, he is gonna be around a lot when I start doing Frontier shit. So,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. Ark's audience, you're probably gonna see me every now and again.
But yeah, that's gonna be it from me, guys. I'm gonna get going. Connor, take good care of my boys, of my squires and my knights. And thanks for hanging out, man. It's been a while.
Yeah.
I'm probably not gonna see you by the time that I go for, you know, honeymoon and Stories 3 comes out. So enjoy that. It's a great game. And yeah, if you guys over at Connor enjoyed me, go ahead and subscribe to me as well.
Yeah, for sure. On your on my, I assume most of you on my end probably know Ark. I mean, we make fun of him all the time and talk, stream with him every now and again. If you're not subscribed to him, his content is quite good. So you should be able to find him real easy. I think he's just on like.
If you type in Ark Knight
I know
on YouTube, I'm one of the first results. Very proud of that one.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. Back before you changed your name to Ark Knight, I used to have to type in Ark Monster Hunter, and I thought I just laughed at myself.
Yep.
Like
it
John
was a
Monster
nightmare.
Hunter,
It was a
basically.
nightmare. when I only called the channel Ark and no one could ever find it. Like, dude, changing it to Ark Knight was one of the best choices I ever made, honestly.
It really was, yeah.
All right, everyone. I'm gonna log off. Connor, I'm gonna hop off our call as well because I'm gonna go eat and then shower and then bed. And yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, everyone, have a good time over at Connor's stream. Subscribe to the guy, like the video, and all that jazz. Y'all know